Okay, we are live. Checking 1 and 2. Okay, hopefully you guys can hear that okay. Hey, what's up, Brian? If you can please play riffs over the drum parts again. You were doing awesome metal riffs last weekend. Thanks, man. Appreciate that. Yeah, we'll definitely get into that in a little bit later. We will do some cool metal jamming for you guys. I have not warmed up today, so forgive me, guys. Forgive me. All right. This sounds pretty hot on my end. Hopefully it's loud enough for you guys. Let me make sure my echo cancellation is off. This time I remember. StreamYard tried to get me, but nope, we're good. No echo cancellation this time. Awesome. Well, thank you guys for joining me in Friday's live stream here. I am repping the cool t-shirt I got. I bought like 3 different sizes because I wasn't sure if it was going to fit correctly. But yeah, this is a double XL because I wanted to see how big it was. In case the other ones were too small. The website said they ran big, but they didn't run big at all. They're actually true to size, so I have a large, and my wife's wearing, actually, so I can't wear that one on the stream. She wore my good large shirt, so I'm stuck with the other size for now. But anyways, hopefully you guys are having a good Friday out there. I'm just checking my volumes. Sounds, I guess, decent enough. I got some effects going today, just to see what it sounds like. Cool. Sloppy noodling. I haven't warmed up today, like I said, so forgive the slop, guys. Anyways, having said all this good stuff, I think the volume sounds decent. If it sounds like something's low, feel free to let me know. Didn't mean to make that rhyme, but yeah, that rhymes for some reason. Anyways, yeah, super cool. Let's see here. Alright, I'm just going to do a little backing track warm-up. Sweet noodles. Thanks, dude. Appreciate that. Let's get some jamming going here. Let's see. Okay, let's do some backing track jamming. And let's see what we can accomplish here, man. Alright, let's see what this sounds like, guys. That's a commercial. Good old Sweetwater. Oh my goodness.
Sweetwater's legendary service helps you
Sweetwater. Okay, here we go. What does it sound like? How loud is that on my end? Go down a hair, I suppose. Yeah, it's fine. This is just like a poppy kind of track. I don't know if I really want that, though. Let's see if I can find more of a hard rock, like high energy sounding something or other. Next. Ah, here we go. That sounds cool. There we go. Yeah, cool. It's kind of neat. It sounds like, what do they call it? Like power metal or something? Or, I don't know. This is like fast, upbeat metal, but oh well. He's on fire. Thanks, dude. More like my slop's on fire. I gotta warm my hands up a bit. But it's okay. We're getting there. Sometimes, you know, the hand just doesn't want to cooperate. But we're getting there. Okay, trying to warm up my economy picking. I do a lot of economy picking. So like these little patterns, I do like a down, up, down, and then I just repeat that same down, up, down on all the strings. Kind of like when you're doing a chug. Right? Just picture that with a scale. But without the galloping sound, just keep it all neutral, and then you have... Right? So yeah, that's why I do that little pattern. Anyways, sorry, I got totally sidetracked, guys. Let's see, when doing those 3-note per string runs, do you find it difficult to use your pinky? Not really. The real problem is, like, they frets. I have big hands, if you guys didn't notice. So when I do these, like, up here type motions, it kind of hurts because it's really close together for me. I could do these. Because it's a little further. See, so I can use the pinky. It's just it doesn't feel comfortable to me to use it over here. So, like 3-note per string pattern's perfect over here, like if I'm doing pentatonic. kind of thing. See that? But it's easier for me to do it up here without the pinky for those 3-note ones that are really close, because this kind of hurts my hand because I got big fat hands. So, see that? Yeah, that's the reason, if you're wondering. See my version of a punk riff. Yeah, I could check that out in a little bit, man. Hey, Les, what's up, sir? Riffs a lot. Hey, right back at you, my friend. Hope you're having a good day. That goes for all you guys, by the way. Hope you're having a good Friday out there. I'm just getting my hands warmed up. I feel super sloppy right now. I put a lot of practice in yesterday. Maybe that's why I'm sloppy today. I don't know. I did a cool, cover and recording at the same time. Let's say recording when you mix words up. But yeah, I did a cool cover song recording yesterday for a video game tune. It'd be my first video game tune on the channel in a long time. So it should be interesting. It's from F-Zero. It was requested to me. I had a few different requests in one of my live streams. So F-Zero, there was a Tekken song, Legend of Zelda, and something else. But yeah, so hopefully by tomorrow, if not Sunday, you guys will see that video for my first cover of a video game tune, going a little bit of a different direction on the channel. So pretty cool, pretty exciting. But yeah, that gave me a good workout the other day because it wasn't like a hard thing to do. It's just there was a fast part in there, and I was like, well, this is kind of a hand warm up. And I kept screwing it up, so I had to keep redoing my take, but oh well, whatever. But yeah, I hope you guys are having a fantastic Friday. I'm just screwing around here. Anyways, having said that, let's do some more jamming. Put on some more backing tracks. Feel free to let me know what you guys got going on your Fridays. Yeah, let me know what's going on, what you guys think, what you want to talk about. I'll just be here hanging out with you guys. Let's see here. And yes, I'm wearing my own shirt. Why not? I ordered 3 different types. I ordered a 2XL, a 1XL, and then I ordered a regular large because I wasn't sure how they were going to fit. So this is the 2XL. My wife's wearing my favorite one today, the regular large, so couldn't wear the large today, but it's okay. I got to wear the 2XL. The 1XL I didn't wash yet, so that came as a separate shipment for some reason. But I wanted to see how well they fit, and luckily they fit true to size. So the website said they fit larger or smaller, and I was like, well, I'm not sure what to do if I should order a large or not. So I just ordered all 3. I was like, just pick all of them and see what happens. Anyways, so yeah, that's why this thing looks so big on me. This is the 2XL. The one in the photo was a regular large. Let's see here. When you have big hands, it kind of looks small. Try those guitars with wider necks. Yeah, all guitars are pretty much the same for me. I got big hands, if you guys didn't notice. So like acoustics, nylon string guitars, I've always had kind of big hands. Or not big hands, just long fingers, I guess is a better term. Because I don't have big meaty hands. They're just skinny and long. Like piano hands, I was told growing up. But yeah, even like on this AIO, my hands are pretty big, right? I'm a big guy. I'm not 6 foot. I'm like just a hair under 6 foot. And I'm kind of a broad person. I'm not like a littler person, I guess. So I guess that's probably why the guitars look smaller on me. I'm not a big buff person by any means. I'm just partially fat and broad. I used to be in shape when I was younger. Not anymore. So that makes me sound old when I say when I was younger. But yeah, anyways. This guitar is pretty comfortable though, this Fesley. It's not too small. It's not too big either. I think these are what? These are just like the jumbo frets. I don't think they're extra jumbo on these ones. I think my Schecter I had was like extra jumbo, and I felt pretty comfortable. The spacing was a little different too. Like I had a wider neck, just in general. 7-string guitars aren't too bad. Like when I had a buddy that had a 7-string, that felt kind of comfortable because it was a really big, fat neck. But yeah, anyways, that's the reason why I got rid of my Charvels, because I wasn't very comfortable with the neck. It was so thin, and I love the Charvel. It's just I honestly wasn't comfortable. Like the neck was so skinny and so flat that my hand was like uncomfortable with the positioning. I could never feel like it was, well, comfortable, I guess. Anyways, let's see here. Hi Lester, I'd like to know how you hold the pick with your right hand. Congratulations, you have a great talent. Thanks, man. Appreciate that. I'm just a big nerd, really. But yeah, I hold my pick. Let's see how I can show you this, like that. So it just kind of sits on like the side of my index finger, like so, and then I hold it like that, very lightly. I don't have a hard grip. It's a very loose, light grip. And when I'm picking, it's a very light, controlled picking motion. So when I'm doing these. Anyway, sorry, I got sidetracked, but I'm just lightly picking across the top of the string. Like I hold it kind of like a pin. I'm just writing very gently on the strings, if that makes sense. Francis Farmer? I don't know what that is. I'm too old, dude. I don't know what that means. How did I build those monster chops? I've been playing for about 23 years. I don't know if I call them monster chops. They're average chops compared to some people. Most people cannot play me, but appreciate that. But yeah, about 23 years. That's funny, man. I guess that's a good way to put it, sure. I like the way you said it. It sounds more interesting that way. I'll just go with that. Yeah, Ibanez are pretty cool. I don't feel like the necks are too bad on Ibanez. But I'm glad you agree on the Charvels. My buddy Richard, the bald shredder, was like, dude, how could you not like the Charvel neck? It's amazing. I'm like, I don't know. It just always feels weird, That's why I sold it years ago. It was a great guitar, but yeah, I always had an issue with that. Yeah, it always felt awkward. This neck's not too bad. It's kind of thin, right? This Fesley, but it's not super thin that I'm like, having a hard time holding it, luckily. But anyways, let's see here. Okay, let's go ahead and put on some backing track stuff. I'm just gonna noodle and jam out. Feel free to let me know what you guys got going on in your day. I'm just gonna rock out here.
You customize just about
commercials. I'm getting so many more commercials than I used to. I don't know about you guys. I get like 2 or 3 commercials at a time. I skip one, then I get another one. This is like an old school rock track, I guess. I guess I can play with it. It sounds like Angry Trucker music or something. Now, what happening in that track? It's a cool track, but nothing's happening. It just feels like it goes in a circle. I don't know. I'm just finding a better track that has more happening. All right, let's see what we got here. Hey, what's up, my buddy? How you doing? Started liking thicker necks, so I'm glad I'm not the only one, man. I'm glad other people appreciate that. Haven't played all day. I feel like such a loser. You and me both, dude. This is my first time playing today, and I should have warmed up before the stream. I'm sorry, guys. Oh, well. We're here now, so we'll just make do with what we can. Spacey progressive backing track in C-sharp minor. All right, let's do it. Melodic. I don't know, ran out of ideas. Sorry, guys. That track's fun, but it gets a little bit like, nah. I don't know. Let's see here. Hey, what's up, my friend? Can't stay long tired. No worries. Thank you for jumping in. Get a haircut? Yes and no. I cut my own hair because I'm cheap. And also, there's not a lot of haircutting places near me that aren't like under $40, so I just cut my own hair. Which isn't perfect. That's why it looks like a mess. Because I'm lazy. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. Oh, I love Nick Johnston. Yeah, the guy's remarkably human. Ha! No pun intended. Incredible playing. Thanks, JC. Appreciate that. It sounds alright, my friend. Hey, what's up, Jay? From Marketplace. How you doing, man? Thanks for jumping in. Hope you're having a good Friday. Hope all you guys are having a good Friday. Thanks for joining me on this silly stream. I'm just kind of hanging out, doing some shreds, doing some jamming. Doing whatever we like to do. You know, it's the usual stuff around here. Exactly. Heck, the strings I buy are like $10, so one self-cut, I could probably get like 4 packs of strings. Maximum savings, man. Let's see here. Any Trivium? Yeah, I used to know all the Trivium tunes from, what is that album called? Ascendancy? I love that album. I could probably play just like a piece of something, not with the music, so I don't want to get a copyright strike. But like, what riffs do I remember anymore? I haven't played that in a long time. Or the other song, what does the other one go? It's like, hold on a sec. And it's like... that kind of thing. Back standard. Yeah, I used to know a lot of Trivium songs. Don't really know them anymore. Let's see, what strings do I use? Hold on a sec, I missed some comments. Oh yeah, okay. I use the Diodario NYXLs, the 10 to 46. Those are my favorites so far. Oh, what's up, Blue Mox? I'm glad I'm not the only one, man. Definitely saves you money in the long run on that. I'm a bit lonely and bored. You know, I think we all are, man. As human beings, I think we all deal with loneliness and boredom on the daily, right? That's definitely a struggle. Yeah, like Light the Flies. You got it, Jay. It's been a while, though. Forgive the slop, man. Which model of strings do you use mostly? Those are the same ones. Usually it's the Diodarios. Only because they're cheap, man. I used to buy, like, clear tones, but they're up to $20-something now. And NYXLs feel kind of similar to the Diodarios. Or the Diodario one feels similar and sounds similar to clear tones, set it backwards. But yeah, so that's why I don't buy those anymore. And then Ernie Ball's going up in price, so it's like, for like $11 or $10.99 or whatever on Amazon, I can buy, you know, a pack of NYXLs. So, let's see here. Move that out of the way. But yeah, strings, I don't know. I'm not like too picky on strings, man. As long as they sound good or they feel good, I'm cool with it. Let's see. Play more in the winter. That's funny, man. Yeah. I don't have anything with tubes. Never actually owned anything with tubes. Even the orange amp I had years ago was just like a standard orange amp, right? And it was a solid state one. I didn't have the money for like a tube one, but you know, tube amps do sound pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. Like, you know, I can hear a difference from tube and solid state. Cool. Let's go ahead and do some more jamming in the meantime here, guys. Just gonna get my hands moving around a bit so they don't get cold and stiff again on me. All right, let's look here. Oh, B flat minor. That's a good key. We haven't played in that key in a while. All right. I mean, it's all right sounding track, but kind of basic. I don't know if I like this one. Let's find a different metal one. Let's see. This sounds like Bon Jovi or something that went like later in his career. Not the good Bon Jovi. Okay, here we go. Spicy 80s hard rock metal backing track. This is a commercial, by the way. No tubes? Yeah, no tubes. I don't have any tubes, unfortunately. Okay, here we go. I don't know. I try to stick at 80s with that because it sounds super 80s. I don't know. What do we got here? I can't beat that, I bet. That's funny, man. It probably does. The Bible says a lot of stuff, so it probably just... It's one of the versions, one of the testaments. I don't know what that means, but I'm sure it has something cool and spec sounding, so forgive my lack of coolness. Yeah, I use economy picking. Good eye on that. A lot of economy picking. Beefy tubeness. Oh man. It's kind of late here in my area. 2 in the morning? Oh my goodness. Answers, I don't know who. Oh, you're fine, man. Yeah, you have good English. It's better than my English half the time. Trust me. But yeah, thanks again for your support and the cool comments, dude. You know, definitely get some sleep. Don't stay up because of me. I'm not that interesting to risk your good health over. I guess stay healthy. But definitely thanks for coming in and, you know, hanging out with us. Yeah, man. Oh, yeah, economy picking. So, about that, real quick. So, when I do economy picking, I think of it like, you know when you do like a chug, like a triplet, kind of like a gallop? Well, not a triplet, sorry. Just a gallop, right? Like a 16th type of thing. Down, up, down, down, up, down. And just do that on all the strings. See that? So down, up, down, 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 down, down. I do that a lot when I'm doing these run patterns, like. That's how I get this speed sound. It's not really a lot of work. It's just what's the word? Like sloppy cheat picking, I guess, right? Oh, don't worry, dude. Thanks for coming in. Yeah, you don't need to rush, man. I'll be here for a while. If you want to grab some food, come back. You know, I'll be here for a few hours. So, yeah. But yeah. So that's my take on economy picking. I always work on that like down, up, down, down pattern. So just as long as you always do the down, up, down, down, you're good for the, you know, ascending economy picking. So down, up, down, down. See that? So down, up, down, down. Just try doing that. Almost like Star Wars. Right? Sorry, ADD. Just do it on each string after. Just without the pausing. It's a game changer for me, honestly. Thanks, Paul Shredder. What's up, dude? Thanks for coming in. Repping my own brand here, guys. Lester Mitchell, official here. Heck yeah. The cheese. I never heard anyone explain picking feel that way. It makes so much sense. Well, I'm glad, man. I'm glad to help you out. Yeah, stuff is... I don't know. I got to make a video on it because I haven't talked about economy picking much before. Skip on the third. Let's see. I'm not sure what you mean by skipping on the third. Do you mean like the third string or do you mean like in count? Sorry, my brain isn't working. I'm going to order one. Heck yeah, thanks, Paul Shredder. Appreciate that. For anybody that's interested in merch, you want to buy a shirt, you want to buy a tumbler, you want to download my CDs, show support, anything like that, I got all kinds of merchandise you guys can check out. I'll leave a link in the chat here. But you can also check the link out in the description box of this video. So I'm not pushing you guys to buy anything. You don't have to, clearly. But if you want to, you can. And you get all kinds of different stuff on there. If you use the code Black Friday, even though it's not Black Friday anymore, you can use the code Black Friday up until the end of December, okay? And it'll take 25% off anything you're buying. So remember that. Black Friday is the code. Mix the minor pentatonic with the modes when soloing. Well, you know, it depends, man. Like, what mode you're going for. I'm guessing you like. I know you like the '80s metal rock stuff, and a lot of like metal and rock they use like Phrygian mode, just regular natural minor alien, right? That's not really like a huge modal thing, but you know Phrygian sometimes. You might hear a little bit of Locrian sometimes, not often. Maybe Phrygian dominant or something. But the key is the chord progression. So if the chords in the track allow you to be modal, you can. But if the chords aren't in your favor, then you're not going to be able to use modes, because modes is like you're taking a scale and you're altering an interval degree to fit the harmonic context of your track. So like if I had this progression, I can't really do Phrygian there, right? Because it's just not, it's not going to work. It goes against the chords being used. I can't use mixolydian because that's a major mode. This is minor. And due to the way these notes are placed, it has to be strictly minor pentatonic or minor scale. But to answer your question, if you have the right progression, the right chords, you could take pentatonic and just employ those interval degrees. So like if you're playing Dorian, for instance, and you play pentatonic, you can add that natural 6th degree in there, and that creates that Dorian sound if you're playing with pentatonics, right? So, or you can stick to pentatonic. Right, and so yeah, you can add and subtract intervals from your pentatonic scale. You see this a lot with like arpeggio run patterns, right? Like if I do something like this, even. Right? This is like a triad or arpeggio type phrasing. You could take those and just incorporate one extra note sound into it. You could do that. You could, whatever sound you're looking for, you can definitely employ. Hope that helps, man. Deal. Heck yeah, man. What is this? What's up, Mike? How you doing, man? Thanks for coming in. Okay. But yeah, man, so that hopefully that kind of answers your question, Doroteo. Yeah, so just it's all about interval placement and all that other boring stuff. I know I'm just like yapping, but you guys get the idea. Yeah, but cool. Let me know what you guys got going on. If you have any specific questions about anything musical, I will try my best to answer. And if I don't have an answer, I can point you in a direction that you'll eventually find an answer, hopefully. Hopefully. I don't know. But yeah, I'm just hanging out, jamming with you guys. Let me know what you guys got going on. Friday stream. I'll be here for a little bit. Probably until about, I don't know, maybe 2 more hours or so. So feel free to kick back and hang out. Let's see. Let's do some... more fusiony rock shred stuff. Guthrie Govan, Larry Carlton style. Let's do it.
On Chewy, save up to 40% on holiday gifts for your pet, like their favorite treats, toys.
It's kind of loud enough, I guess. Turn this over to hair. Cool. What's Richard saying here? All that stuff is going to sound better with ceramic pickups. Absolutely. All the ceramic, all the better. What if the chords are A minor, F, G, D minor? So basically just in the key of A minor, you're saying. So this would sound like from what you're just describing. Kind of a weird ending. Kind of a weird cadence. But yeah, this is just a basic like A minor type progression. So you're really putting a lot of emphasis on just A Aeolian. I wouldn't think there's any mode happening. Yeah, it's pretty standard. But if you get rid of the D minor, and let's say you incorporate the third degree like E, and instead of playing a minor chord, let's say you swap it for E dominant 7. So let's say we do the same progression you had, A minor, F, G, E7, right? That sounds like more of like harmonic minor context. We can add that that's raised 7th degree, right? Because we have that present in our E7 chord, which is borrowed from a harmonic minor. So you could do that, but if you stay with the progression you have, there's nothing modal happening in that. Hey, what's up? How you doing, my friend? Thanks for joining. Oh man, that's crazy. I've never seen snow before in my life, if you guys can believe that. So I wish I could relate to that. I see. You know, I can't tell the difference, to be honest with you guys. As far as ceramic pickups or regular pickups, they all sound the same to me. Maybe I'm just like untrained to the ear, but yeah, I don't know. All guitars kind of sound the same to me at a certain point. Talk about using dominant chords. Yeah, dominant chords. So there's a lot of ways you can use dominants or secondary dominants. I'm not sure what context you mean, but dominant chords are like tense chords. They have a lot of tension in them. So like, you know, a dominant 7 would be like a major triad, right? So like in C, you have this G, but when you go up another third, you have this flat 7 in, you know, G's perspective. Obviously in C it's not considered the flat 7, but so that creates a lot of like tension when you play these that want to resolve. Hear that? So tension, resolve, 5-to-1 cadence. Okay. Whereas like if you have deceptive cadences or other types of cadences, or it might end somewhere else, but that dominant chord really has that leading sound to there. And it's always going to be your 5 chord no matter what key you're in. So whatever key you're in, the 5 chord is going to always be a dominant chord. It's not going to be subdominant like the 2 or 4, but the 5 chord is always going to be dominant. Sucks, 10 degrees. Oof, that sounds rough, man. I can't even imagine. Sienna says she got the new Monsoon 3rd generation. Oh my gosh, well congratulations. That guitar looks pretty cool. I haven't played any of the Monsoon guitars, but they seem pretty sweet. Bone chilling 76 degrees. That's funny, man. Yeah, our weather's a trip, man. I noticed it was warmer today over here. I was like, it's like close to 70, and I was walking around thinking, this is weird. Which, I mean, don't get me wrong, I like the middle of that, you know, frame, but yeah, 70's kind of a strange weather for this time of year. But yeah, awesome. Let me know what you guys got going on. I'm just hanging out, doing some jams, doing some chats. Tune in tomorrow. I'm going to have a brand new video up. It's going to be a cover of an F-Zero song that was requested here on the channel. I don't know if anybody even knows what F-Zero is besides that person who requested it. Video game soundtrack music. So that's going to be a thing I'm going to incorporate here and there on the channel. So yeah, if you want to see that epic shred of an F-Zero tune, tune in tomorrow. That's going to be up. And then I'll have some new guitar reviews coming next week as well. So stuff to keep eyes on if you want to or not. And if you really hate me, then I guess that'll be a way for you to avoid them. So be warned. Content for you to avoid for those of you that don't want to watch it. Alright, so let's go ahead and do some more jamming, guys. Let's see what we got here. What is this one? Commercials, really? I get like 2 or 3 commercials at a time now, and I skip them, and then I get like 2 or 3 more. I can't get away from it. What is this? Oh, it's the same exact backing track with a different title. That's funny. We just did that. I'm not playing it again. Once is enough for that. Let's do some modal stuff since we're talking about modes and everything. Let's do some Phrygian style stuff. I know you guys like Phrygian a lot. I was never a huge Phrygian guy, but let's mess around with it. Let's do it. Sounds kind of Phrygian. Could be a little better. Let's try this one. Oh yeah, I played this one before. This is a fun one, I think. Pretty boring stuff after a while. It just kind of repeats. But, alright, let's see here. Oh, Sienna says... Huh, interesting. Yeah, I'm not sure about any of that. I don't know anything about, like, the monsoon stuff. Oh, sick. Thanks, Richard. Appreciate that, dude. Heck yeah. Always appreciate the support, dude. You're awesome, man. Yeah, these shirts are pretty comfortable. I was surprised. I didn't think they were going to be like, I wasn't sure what to expect because, a lot of companies kind of send like junkier stuff sometimes. And when I got the material, I was like, ooh, this feels pretty decent, man. It feels like a Hot Topic shirt or something, That's a place. Hot Topic. Just imagine seeing my shirts at Hot Topic. That'd be kind of funny. Nice improv. Thanks, dude. Appreciate that. Just some sloppy, shreddy stuff, but... Anyways, it'd be cool if these backing tracks had more depth to them. Sometimes they're just so flat, it's like, I don't know. But yeah, if you guys got any music questions or anything in particular you want to talk about, feel free to shoot them my way. Love to chit-chat with you guys. I'm a big dork, so like I said, this kind of stuff is entertaining for me. Let's see what else we can get jamming on here.
What's the biggest difference between new and used music gear? the price tag, and you can save 30% or more on reverb.
I don't think
by
Richard
using
works
instruments in just about
at the
any
factory, so I don't think he knows like a lot about that stuff. As far as my understanding goes, I don't think he knows the ins and outs of the factories. Like I don't know what Fesley does or what other companies do, so I mean I don't think he'd have much to say about that. Not to speak for you, Richard, if you're still here. I mean I don't know, but I just assume that myself. The last tune is very melodic. Thanks, Scott. Appreciate that, dude. Heck yeah. Thanks, man. Let's see what this one sounds like. Oh, by the way, guys, when you join my memberships here on the channel, right? Not trying to push stuff on you, but if you join my memberships, you get access to members-only videos that are like long-form lesson content videos, only for you guys, okay? You get specific tabs as well as Guitar Pro tabs, right? All kinds of different files and stuff. So if you want extra like lesson content besides the free lessons that I do on the channel, because I do free lessons on here, but if you want more stuff, go on to my members page and join that. You also get a free 30-minute phone call with me one time a month, or video chat, whatever you want to do, if you join the higher membership, which is $10 a month. So $10 a month, you get access to all the videos, the tabs, and you get a one-on-one FaceTime with me once a month. But there's cheaper options if you just want the tabs and the videos. I just wanted to let that be known in case I forgot to mention that. Do you do much in odd time signatures? Sometimes. And when I do it, it's not like intentional. It's just like, I don't know if that makes sense. Like when I play in odd time signatures or in proggy type signature stuff, I do it out of feeling, not out of like thought process. Like I could sit there and count that if I wanted to. It's just something I don't do. But yeah, a lot of my original music, if you listen to it on Spotify or if you download it on my website or whatever, or just listen to it for free on YouTube, you'll hear I have like odd time signatures that occur. And it's because it just like pops into me randomly when I'm writing. I'm like, this sounds cool. I like the feeling of this. I like the rhythm of this. But I don't know what it is at the time. Like I couldn't tell you if I'm playing in 7th, 8th at the moment. I just know it feels right. And then I just go with that, right? Anyways. Thanks, man. Appreciate that. Yeah, it is pretty strange stuff. But I don't play in anything too exaggerated either, because I don't like when things get too weird. Like, if there's a weird timing that's just too much like prog gent, when it gets to a certain point, I can't get into it. I can't feel it. And it's hard for me to really get into like the melody at that point. It becomes almost like musical wankery. Instead of playing for people, you start playing for like, I don't know, like other musicians at that point. But yeah, I can appreciate odd time signatures if they're done tastefully and in good context. But if it's just like the whole song in weird blast formation to be proggy and like abstract, it's just not my thing. I'm more of a composer than I am anything else for just melodic music. I don't consider myself prog. Tyler and a few people have told me I make prog music, but I don't know if I agree. I mean, I guess some things can sound proggy that I do, but I don't see myself that way, I guess is my point. I'm kind of old school, if that makes any sense. What I'm trying to say. I'm just getting rambling, but... Alright, let's see here. Let's do some more jamming. Let's do some more metal backing track stuff, because why not, man? I have to type it in, though, because I'm not seeing new ones popping up here. Yeah, Tool does a lot of weird time signature stuff, man. Tool's very strange. You know, the drummer is amazing. That guy doesn't get enough credit, honestly. It's melodic. No, this one, I think I've already done this one before. I don't know if I've done this one or not, but I guess we'll go ahead and give it a try. Let's see. They all have the same names, like melodic backing track, metal backing track, and they all sound the same to me, so I don't know. Okay, let's see. Oh yeah, I've done this before like a week ago or two, I think. Yeah, I don't know. That one's kind of weird. That's a good example of a weird time signature, or not time signature, but like a weird rhythmic value in the drums. It kind of like goes like proggy, and kind of throws me off my melodic feel of the tracks. I kind of lock into the drums, and then when it goes all weird, it kind of feel awkward. So I got to work on that more. Yeah, I like Dream Theater too, man. I love Dream Theater. I think I like Symphony X more, to be honest with you. I think I love Symphony X. Dream Theater I like, but the vocals get kind of like, I don't know, it's hard for me to put up with the vocals after a while. I definitely like Symphony X singer, what's his name, Russell. That guy's voice, I don't know, I can kind of get through a little more of his music. But even then, like those bands are just, I can only listen to so much of either band because at a certain point it gets to be like overkill. Like those guys are amazing musicians, like hands down, obviously. Amazing like composers, amazing players, they're brilliant artists, and I don't know how they play their songs live, to be honest with you. Michael Romeo and those guys are just insane. Petrucci's insane. But like I said, at a certain point it becomes so technical and like over the top that it kind of like, I don't know, it's hard to get into it for me. That's why I don't cover a lot of that stuff on my channel. Like I could cover a Dream Theater solo, I could cover a Symphony X solo, but there's so much that goes into that, and it's like, that's a lot of work for, one video. I mean, and it probably gets copyright claim too, my luck, but yeah. Amazing players, though, like I said. I love Michael Romeo, I love Petrucci, all those guys, all those bands are awesome. Great players. Even the newer guitar players that are phenomenal, like I said, the proggy guys, a lot of respect for them, like Aaron Marshall's, I think is his name, right, from Intervals. Love Intervals. That was a band that got turned on to me like a few years ago, and I was like, wow, this band's pretty good, because they keep melody alive. And you notice it's like very melodic, but they like also incorporate some modern sounds, so it's not just the same stuff. So I had a lot of respect and appreciation for that. But yeah, what's the other band had pretty crazy playing? Oh, like Tosin Abasi, Animals as Leaders. I can't get into any of their music at all. Like I just can't. I don't know, I tried listening to a lot of different songs, and there's like little bits and pieces. I'm like, okay, I can appreciate that. That sounds kind of cool. But the overall melodic like structure just has no feeling to me. Like I don't feel anything. Like it just doesn't hit me. And that's not their fault. It's just me. Like I just don't. I don't know, I'm old, I guess. I can't really get into it. But watching Tosin play just on his own without the band, like doing a selective picking stuff and his crazy playing that he does in general, super impressive. Like I love his he's definitely innovative, and I give the guy mad props. He's amazing. But as far as the actual songs from that band, I can't get into it. I don't know why. It's hard for me. Let's see here. Tickets for the Dream Theater next year, February. Oh man. Well, that's going to be a long concert. Hope you brought you'll bring your survival stuff like snacks and water, because you'll be there a good amount for those songs, man. Those songs are like, what, 12, 15 minutes long each? Kind of like Tool. Yeah, Intervals is definitely awesome. Okay, well, I'm glad I'm not alone, man. You can't get into Tosin stuff either. I mean, the guy's a mad musician. He's amazing. Like I said, I love his whole, crazy, what is it, like... that kind of thing. It's cool. I get it, but like, yeah, it's just I have a hard time with his songs though for some reason. There's a few other bands like that, like Polyphia. I like Polyphia a little bit. Like I can kind of get into their music on some songs. Like Goat's pretty cool, I guess, and some of the other ones, but then it gets to be overkill with the like pling pling. It's like, man, it's so much for me to listen to that it kind of kills the vibe. But sometimes they get some good melodies. I'm like, oh, this shit's pretty fire. Like I like Tim's melodic times he does. Like that sounds really groovy. But then once he goes into that crazy tap slidey slap thing, it's just like kind of kills it for me. Because I had like this really good hook going, and I'm like, okay, this feels pretty good. And then what the hell just happened? It's like just going all these like crazy jump in harmonics, and like I don't know how he does it. It's bonkers, man. Hard to listen to. Oh my goodness, that must have been interesting. I can't even imagine, man. It sounds like a back-to-back killer show. You saw Animals as leaders in Polyphia 3 times already. Oh my goodness. Oh, yeah, that's funny. I'd never seen them live except for like a few different settings. People give them flack too. Like there was a video going around. I don't know if you guys saw the video where Tim Henson was playing, and Scott, was his name Scott LePage or something? The guys from Polyphia were playing with Steve Vai, and they were doing like improv jamming. You know, Steve loves to do improv stuff, and they were like totally thrown off. Like they were just doing bends, the boomer bends, and they were doing all the just the basic bluesy licks. Like they didn't really know what to do. And people were giving them a lot of flack for that, but honestly, it didn't bother me because I feel like they don't do that very often. Like that's not their style of music. So, of course, if you take somebody out of their element and put them on stage, it's gonna sound not so good, right? Like if you put me in a country gig, it probably isn't gonna pan out too well. I could probably wing a few country sounds, but it's not gonna really work out. It's not really their style, you know. They don't sit there and improv over Lydian tracks and stuff, or totally opposite of them. So, like I said, I respect them. They're obviously good musicians. I mean, they're better than I am, but it's just hard to get into their music. Yeah, I imagine. I wonder why, right? That's funny. Yeah, no, I don't know. If you're getting old, I'm getting old because it gives me a headache too after a while. It's like just too much. I don't know. I'm just not that into like technical stuff. Like I like technical stuff, and I'm obviously a technical player, but I'm just not. I don't know. I don't consider myself an all-out technical musician. Like, yeah, I do certain tricks and licks and things, but I'm not. I'm not a Guthrie Govan or anything. I have my strengths and weaknesses or whatever as a player, but definitely not at that level of technical proficiency in my opinion. And that's okay. I focus more on melody and composition. Like I said, I'm more of a compositional player than I am an improv player, and more than I am just a cover player or anything else. Writing music's always been my favorite thing. I just love making different types of music. But when I listen to music, I've always noticed when I sit down, I either listen to instrumental rock musicians that I love, like Greg Howell, Vinnie Moore, Tony McAlpine, Frank Gamble, right? Just to name a few of my favorites, at least, right? Or if I'm listening to actual music, it's not the music you would think I'd be listening to. Like, I listen to some metal, yeah. Like I like Trivium, obviously Pantera, Killswitch Engage, all that stuff. I love metalcore. As They Lay Dying, before they were Tim on steroids beating up people and trying to kill his wife. But in the old days before all that happened, the old As They Lay Dying was alright. But more than that though, I love 80s like Peter Gabriel's type music. I love Peter Gabriel, love Phil Collins, right? The singer, not the guitar player. Love Genesis. Love all that stuff, I mean? I love Sting. Sting's probably one of my favorite musicians of all time. I love Sting. I love the Beatles, believe it or not. I love listening to old 60s swing type stuff where you hear this kind of thing, right? You might hear like this. right? But obviously without distortion, like. Like that kind of stuff, right? I love that kind of music. With a silly solo. Kind of cheesy, but anyways. Oh yeah, I already saw that comment, sorry. Simple's always better, man, honestly. Like, technical's more fun to play than to listen to, I think, is what it is. Like, I love technical stuff, but that's because I'm a nerd and I like playing technical stuff. So, like, once you start playing technical, then you like the technical sound, I think, is what it is. Maybe. Or at least for me, at least. Because I didn't like technical stuff till I started playing it. I didn't really understand it. But then I was like, oh, I'm hooked, I love the sound. But like I said, I love melody more, like I'd rather listen to Sting sing than Yngwie Malmsteen shredding 1,000 notes a minute, which I love Malmsteen, but I'd rather go to a Sting concert and listen to that soulful singing style he does than to listen to a bunch of Phrygian dominant licks. And I don't mean anything negative towards Malmsteen. Like I said, I love the guy, but I'd rather listen to Sting or Michael Bolton or something even, believe it or not. Yeah, Michael Bolton. That's funny. For those of you that watched Office Space, you guys remember that movie? Oh, man. I forget how that joke went with Michael Bolton, but remember there's a Michael Bolton joke in there. Like, what do you say? Like, Michael Bolton. They're like looking at him all serious. Like waiting for him to reply, Like, Michael Bolton's amazing. They're like, right? That's pretty much me. Every time I talk about Michael Bolton, I'm like, that guy is amazing. I like Michael Bolton. Silly as it is. Hey, what's up, Mitch? No worries, dude. Appreciate you coming by, man. Yeah. Classic movie, man. Classic movie. They don't make them like that anymore, right? 90s movies and 80s movies in early 2000s were hilarious, but then things kind of went downhill. I don't know. Something like they put more effort in the stories back then, right? It seems like they put a lot more effort into like the storytelling and less into the visuals. I don't even watch a lot of American TV anymore, to be honest with you, because it's just so much like nothingness, and it's kind of depressing for me. Like I go on Netflix or whatever, there might be an occasional movie my wife and I watch, and we're like, that's pretty good. But it's always like depressing concepts, dark filters, gloomy subjects. Just everything's always depressing. Or repetitive, ripped off, and tons of CGI and like mediocre acting kind of stuff to get into. And I'm not like a great actor or anything, but it's just hard for us to, get through it. So we watch a lot of like foreign films and foreign TV shows, right? Like we watch a lot of like Eastern stuff, right? We watch UK type stuff. European shows are great. Korean shows, even some Chinese shows are pretty interesting. They got good, storylines and stuff. Less focus on 50 visuals, more focus on character development and stuff. But anyways, point being, I forget where I was going with this. Oh yeah, Office Space. But like it feels like movies have changed a lot since back in that time period. It's just not the same. I don't know. Let's see here. I wasn't trying to ignore you guys. Beer Fest. No, I've not seen Beer Fest. So true about the movies. Yeah, I'm glad you agree, man. It feels empty to me. I don't know. It's hard for me to feel the joy like I used to. Oh man, I'm gonna have to check that out then. If 2 people are recommending Beer Fest, I'll have to check it out. Oh, yeah, you can't get away, right? It's one thing or the other. I have some friends that I talk with, and I teach people in different countries and stuff. So, anyways, my point to this is I hear about different things I never hear about because I never watch the news. I never watch the news. I never really read articles. We don't even have cable in my house. Like, we don't watch cable. We just watch like streaming services when we want to, and that's only like partial of the day. TV's always off. But yeah, as far as news goes, I always find out through people that follow me or for people I teach in other countries, right? Like I find out things like, oh, I didn't know that was going on with Russia in this way, or I didn't know about like, the thing that happened in South Korea. I didn't even know that was going on. Like I had a few people from South Korea on my friends list, and one of them I teach, but I kept seeing repetitive posts about things going down, and I was like, what's happening? And then I was talking to Richard, and he told me, he's like, oh, dude, it's all over the news. You didn't see? It's like, I don't watch the news. I didn't know what's going on. So I was behind the times a bit. And I was like, okay, that makes more sense why everybody's flipping out. I was like, I don't know what's going on. I just popped on Facebook. Pretty interesting. Let's see here. Oh, man. Oh, whoops. What is this? Oh, yeah, I've heard about that. That sounds like something my wife would say. Women don't really appreciate the aesthetic of certain guitars. They think they're ugly. My wife's she doesn't hide her emotions on things. If she thinks something sucks, she'll be like, that sounds like shit. That looks like shit. Excuse the language, but so she'll tell me, and I have to laugh. I'm like, oh my gosh. Women have no filter sometimes. Not all women, just my wife and a few other people I've met. Do your neighbors complain about your loud music? No, it's actually not loud. So I don't use an amp, so nobody hears me. I run directly into a pedal, and the pedal goes right into my interface, so nobody hears anything that I do. I also mix with my headphones. These are open back ones, so I don't damage my hearing as much. At low levels, of course. I remember the warning I got for that. But yeah, so nobody can hear anything I do. I'm very quiet, pretty much, in my apartment. It's a tradition. I see. See, yeah, my news, only from other people or from people I know. My YouTube is pretty much flooded with guitar stuff and like memes, because I watch a lot of memes and stupid crap. I like dumb stuff, man. So it always shows me dumb stuff it knows I'll like. I'm like, oh, I gotta watch that. A goose attacks somebody? Hell yeah, I need to click on that immediately. Like, YouTube totally knows my weird humor of stuff. Wacky stuff I look at. Yeah, this is just a pedal I'm running into. And, yeah, it sounds pretty decent for what it is. There's no amp involved. I haven't used an amp in I don't know how long. It's been a while. Oops. Pulled a little too hard there. Sorry, random noodling. Let's see here. It's funny, man. Let's see here. Used to run an EQ pedal in the effects loop of my tube amps to run them at lower volume, but I totally get it. Yeah, I never owned a tube amp. Never owned a tube amp, so I can't say much about them. I don't know much about them. I have played on a few at Guitar Center a long time ago, but I never actually owned one, believe it or not. Heck yeah, man. Yeah, politics can be quite a thing, man. I just stay out of it, honestly. You know, as far as politics go, I try to avoid the news. I try to avoid any propaganda of any kind. Yeah, it's either, like I said, people I know that I talk to that give me information about what's going on. My cousin also laughs at me because, you know, he was in the Navy for about 6 years, and then he still works with like naval contract stuff. But he'll like hit me up occasionally and be like, dude, this is pretty interesting information, and he'll send me like an article, and I'm like, I don't know what to say about that, man. I'm out of touch with everything. So, and he kind of he's like laughing my ass off. He tells me. Oh, interesting. That sounds pretty entertaining, man. Sounds pretty cool. One day I might look into getting like I don't know. I'm not happy with the tone I have. It sounds okay. Don't get me wrong. It sounds all right. It could be better. I mean, I'm running through like what, a $50 guitar pedal right now. So, what do you expect? It's $50. It's not going to sound like gold or anything. But I will say this: it could sound worse, right? I think we could agree it could sound worse. Oh man. With that in mind, I will experiment with stuff occasionally. Like, well, I wonder what this plugin sounds like. But I can't run plugins when I'm recording because my computer's so junky. Like, I have this really old Asus laptop. Anyways, point being that when I run my Neural DSP plugins in my Cakewalk DAW, or any DAW for that matter, I've tried a few different ones with this, it crashes my DAW if I try to record with it. And there's like a latency I can never fix also. So if it does work, there's a latency. If it doesn't work, it crashes. So I just gave up using the Neural DSP plugins. And they didn't sound that great anyway, so I'm like, whatever. But yeah, I tried miking up amps, and that's a whole different thing. It's like, well, I don't know. Kind of works, kind of doesn't. And you got to worry about dogs barking and stuff, and noise, right? But I think I might get into like maybe a Helix one day, or maybe like an Axe effects or something like that. Maybe a Kemper profiler if I can save up enough money in the future. That would be something to look into. I don't know. We'll see, man. Tones it's a never-ending journey to find the tone you want. Let's see here. Decent cheap is way better than it used to be. Yeah, that is true, man. I mean, for the money, this doesn't sound too bad. Let's see what she says here, Santa. I plug straight to my amp and it sounds good. Oh, okay. Yeah, PVs are pretty decent, man. They have like, I played on one model. It was the PV Viper 2, I think it was. The Viper 2 model was pretty decent. It didn't sound too bad. It was a little like scratchy, like a Marshall. Similar, but it had like its own, I don't know, its own mid-range sound. It was just a practice amp, but it was pretty decent for what it was. I sold that a long time ago. Let's see what Mitch says. If you have a newer PC, you would not have any problems with your DAW. Yeah, most likely, man. Most likely. Unfortunately, I am a poor musician, guys. I'm a poor musician. This is the life of a music teacher or a musician, right? I pay my bills and that's about it. I'm just like you guys. I'm not rolling in money by any means. So yeah, computer's kind of out of my price range for now. Until YouTube pays me more to make videos. That's how that works. Lucky guy, man. Heck yeah. Axe FX seems pretty decent, honestly. Like I've never heard an Axe FX demo that I didn't like. So, yeah, good choice on that one, my friend. Exit out of that. People are talking about my merch on here on Facebook. Apparently there's an issue this guy had, but like he was trying to buy my albums. He wanted to buy all 3 albums, but he said there was an error that occurred on my fourth wall page. I couldn't figure out what the issue was. I tested it myself and it worked. But everybody, like the shirts are going through fine and the other merchandise. I'm just not entirely sure like what happened with the albums. Like it worked for me at least. Anyways, so if you guys go on my site and you have any issues, let me know directly on Facebook or however Instagram, so I can note it down and contact Fourth Wall, because I've only heard one complaint so far with like the issues of downloading stuff. But yeah, let me know. Mitch says he's a PV douche back in the day. Awesome amp, or deuce. Interesting, man. Sounds pretty cool. What we could do to put you into an axe today. That's funny, man. Yeah, if you guys want, you're always welcome to buy merch if you want to do that, or you're welcome to take lessons if you guys want to, support the channel. I also do like donation type things too. I have a PayPal donation link on my homepage. So yeah, if you guys ever wanted to donate to the channel, you can. It's gonna go to like better funds for like streaming gear, recording gear, video kind of gear. I had one funny guy last week. He commented on my video. I think I told you guys. I don't remember if I mentioned this to you guys that are here now, but he's like, yeah, I don't like the camera lens. It seems like it's a $50,000 camera lens, but it's not very good. It's too blurry in the background, and you're looking too clear in front of it. It hurts my eyes or something. And I was thinking, it's not a $50,000 camera lens. It's like maybe $150, $175 camera lens. Like, I told the guy, if you don't like the camera lens, I'm sorry I triggered you, but you're welcome to donate. I could buy a different camera lens if you hate it so much. I'm not made of gold over here. We work with what we can for our setup, and I'm happy with it. But people are always going to be unhappy no matter what you do. It's just how it goes sometimes. But yeah, any kind of funds that are made with the channel go to better recording stuff, better gear, better, whatever I can get for you guys to have a better experience watching me doing lessons or whatever content I can give you guys. That's my whole premise. For those of you that want to check out the merchandise that I have, you're welcome to check it out. Let me see here. I had the link up here earlier. I'm just going to reshare that link for those of you that want to buy like my albums, or if you want to try a shirt out for yourself, anything like that, you're welcome to. But no pressure. I'm not making you guys. I just appreciate your support here on the channel, just hanging out, joining, chit-chatting with me, being here and listening to me ramble and play music. That's obviously more than enough. But if you wanted to order something, or if you want to donate or something like that, that's appreciated too. You're more than welcome to do so. Let me just go ahead and put the link here if you guys want to do that. There we at here. There you go. Let's see. A lot of videos are made with iPhones. Oh my goodness. I don't have an iPhone. I just have like an Android, guys. What is this? Moto G or something. The camera's not bad, but I don't use that for videos. It wouldn't be ideal. I use a Canon M50. I'll show you guys my camera, actually, if you want to take a look at it real quick. I got this camera used a long time ago. This is my trusty handy-dandy YouTube camera. I bought this like 4 years ago, and it was on sale. It was refurbished for like $350, and then it came with a lens that I ended up selling, so I got $100 for the lens. And then I put that towards a new lens, which is a Sigma, because the other lens was really, really jacked up. You guys wouldn't have liked it. Anyways, so that's my setup. I got this neat little Canon. It's trusty, man. People talk crap about Canon, but 4 years I've had no issues. This thing's my baby, man. Definitely my baby. There we go. Back into the drawer here. I just can't reach what I'm doing. Okay, there we go. But yeah, Canons are awesome. If you guys want to get a camera, Canon M50 is the way to go. Just don't get it new, because it's like $500 new. I couldn't afford that. Appreciate that, man. Yeah, they do take a bit of my money, that's for sure. For people that do buy merch, or if you do like donate here on YouTube, like if you pay me through super chats, YouTube takes like 60 to 70% of my super chat money and membership money. So that's like a big gouge they do. I don't know why they do that, but yeah, just so you guys know, that happens. So I'm not just like rolling in all this money you guys hand to me. YouTube takes a big cut of it, and then Fourth Wall does take a certain percentage of that as well. So I get like split from that. Let's see here. You're a Samsung Galaxy guy. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I don't know much about iPhones, to be honest with you. I just never owned one. I feel like they're kind of overpriced, right? You're a great player. Appreciate that, man. Thank you. I'm okay. I do all right. I can't stream live with Canon. You could, but there's a problem with that, Mitch, and this is the annoying thing. So I used to stream with my Canon camera. It was a little glitchy and it kind of lagged. Like if I moved my hand, it would be like that because my computer's so slow. But not only that, you have to use a type of software to connect your Canon in, right? Because it won't recognize your DSLR camera. You have to use a specific software to run into another software that'll let you run it into this. So it's like a three-way thing. And the problem with that is my computer is so old and fragile, it just doesn't keep up with all these programs. So I try to use the fancy camera, and then everything just goes wacky, man, and it lags like ridiculous amount. So That's why I don't use that for streaming. You could use it for streaming, but my camera and my computer do not get along. Yeah. Yeah, you know, I didn't know that ahead of time. Like when you make memberships on the channel, they don't tell you that. And they also don't tell you that about super chats. They just tell you on the YouTube thing like, hey, you can make money with super chats, you can make money through memberships, you can, you know, build revenue this way and that way, but they don't tell you about the percentage they take. Also, they take a percentage of your revenue from your videos. So like any of the videos that you guys watch and you see ads on, I'll get a certain amount of money from those videos if they get enough views. But YouTube's going to take a certain percentage of that money also. So YouTube just loves taking in your money and slapping you around. It's ridiculous. Donate through PayPal as family. Yeah. I use PayPal as family for a lot of my lessons, and that helps quite a bit. YouTube is nuts on the fees. Oh, you too? Yeah, man, YouTube is just bonkers, man. I don't know. They need to calm down. I think they have enough money, right? I think we agree YouTube's doing all right. They need to chill out on the creators a bit. A lot of YouTubers use StreamYard. Yeah, I only use this StreamYard because Mitch told me. Mitch told me about that, which is pretty cool. Yeah, I agree with you, man. It is pretty ridiculous. You can't fight the system, unfortunately. Mitch says he has a Sony A6000. Oh my goodness. That sounds pretty intense, dude. Congratulations on that. But you know, you're a computer guy, so I'm sure your computer works pretty well. You're a tech guy. For those of you that know Mitch is like a computer genius guy. He builds computers and like takes them apart and stuff. I can't do all that. That's not my brain. Maybe my cousin could do something like that because you know he's kind of a tech whiz, but that's not me. But anyways, enough of me yapping about stupid, boring financial stuff. Yeah. So, just want to let that be known, because there was a guy that commented on one video, and he was just like, man, you YouTubers are all the same, you just want to make tons of money, you just want to take people's money, and that's all you guys care about, just making money, and you make tons of money off these videos. And I was like, dude, the video he commented on had like, I forget, like 10,000 views. You want to know how much money I made on a video that had 10,000 views? Yeah, you could take a guess. I made $17. So, like, there's not like a huge like amount of money I'm raking in from making content for people. It's not like this huge, you know, greedy pit. I'm trying to take your guys' view money and, you know, rolling it. It's ridiculous. But yeah, let's see here. You're getting ready to build another one. Oh my goodness, you're wild, man. How do you do all that? I don't know. Get someone to build you one. Oh yeah. Yeah, I probably would pay Mitch if I had the money, but it's gonna be a while. Let's see. The GoPro 10 without the onboard battery due to overheating. Oh man. Overheating, that sucks, man. What is Mitch saying here? I appreciate that, Mitch. Thank you, man. Yeah, you know, I don't mind the haters too much or the trolls, but I just hate misinformation, I guess is what it is. Because, like, you know, you could hate me or not like me, and that's fine. Like, that doesn't bother me. But once you start, like, saying stuff that's not true, like, oh, this guy's making tons of money, and he's pocketing money from people, or if he's doing this, or he's working with these people, and he's lying, then that kind of bothers me, because it's, like, misrepresenting my identity, I guess, you know? Like, you could attack my character, or my video, or my playing, but don't lie about what I do. Like, that's like a line, you know? You gotta cross a line at some point. Anyways. Yeah, I believe it, dude. I believe it. That's not far from the truth for me either, so I feel you on that, dude. Oh my goodness, you built your computer? It was actually really easy? That's wild, man. You must have a brain of a computer scientist guy, yeah? Heck yeah. That's funny. Yes, totally. I'm just rolling in the dough and secretly driving like a Lamborghini, and I'm gonna go to Michelangelo Badio's house and we're gonna race Lamborghinis later, right? Oh man. Oh dang, dude. Well, Hey, the thought that counts, man. I appreciate you. Just this the offer alone. That means a lot to me, dude. Thank you for that. I understand though the shipping thing. That's why I don't ship guitars. Like I sell guitars, but I don't like shipping them because I don't know what could happen. You know, I don't want to be liable. Oh yeah, yeah. You know that makes sense. I can see that being a thing, like building your own thing, right? It's your own parts and stuff. I just don't know anything about computers, man. I super not tech savvy. Like a guitar's my thing. Oh my goodness. You guys are all tech people. That's interesting. So there's a connection here. There's a lot of guitar players that like technical playing that also like computer stuff and tech stuff. That's an interesting observation there. Kind of cool. Except for me, I don't know anything about tech stuff. So besides editing videos, that's pretty much the extent of what I do. Nothing else. Oh man. You like your Ford Pinto? Heck yeah, nothing wrong with that, man. Yeah, we got one vehicle we share. My wife uses it. It's just the Jeep Liberty, and then I don't use it if I don't have to. I just walk around. I don't mind walking to the store and back. It's easier for me that way, and good for my health. I need to get out more. Oh, you do IT for what? You see all these IT people in here. What's up with that? That's crazy. That is crazy, man. I have no idea why that is. And I also noticed that musicians tend to be like into sports of some type too. Like I've met a lot of people that do sports but also do music, like fighting or boxing or hockey or football or whatever. Kind of strange how that works. Let's see, that was for Lester. Sorry. Oh, let me see here. Plug things into the motherboard, install Windows, and hope it works. that sounds pretty confident. Oh man. Where we at here? That's funny, man. Yeah, I don't think that would work for me. I think that would be my computer would smoke and probably catch fire or something. My luck, right? I mean, my luck. What's up, 2 Yards? How you doing, man? Thanks for joining. Ah, classy. Heck yeah. All right, let's do some more jamming. I've been rambling at you guys this whole time. Let's go and do some improv, and then we'll go on from there into something else. But yeah, let me know what you guys got going on. Hope you're having a good Friday. I'll be here probably another couple more hours. Feel free to send me some questions or whatever you guys want to talk about. We'll BS. Let's do some jamming, though, in the meantime, like I said. Backing track. What do we got here? Trying to find one I haven't done before because there's so many. Yeah, it's like I don't know. Some of these, I'm pretty sure I've done a lot of these. Deep Yearning backing track. I think I remember that. I don't think I know what a deep yearning is, but let's see.
Cole was everything the girls wanted this year.
Coles.
Mom and Dad used
Oh my goodness. kind of strange. I don't know what a deep yearning backing track is, but I guess that's what that was. I don't know. Where are we at here? Yeah. I used to use OBS a while ago. You're right, Mitch. Probably is too old for that. I mean, it worked barely. It was very glitchy. Cruising the timeless Camry. Oh, we can't beat that, man. Camrys are pretty good. Great improv. Thanks, man. Sounded great. Appreciate that. I feel like I don't really know what I'm doing over that track. It's a little awkward because like I wasn't expecting it to go to a major chord in one of the parts. Like, that sounds kind of weird. But I'm glad it sounded okay. Let's try this one. Let's just keep the fun going. Let's keep the jams going. Got to keep the jamming. Hey, what's up, Tom? How you doing, man? Good to see you. Thanks for joining. All right, here we go. And... kind of a silly track to jam on there. Elevator music. But you never hear it in an elevator for some reason. I don't know. Hey, what do we got going on here? Not missing anything. Do you prefer 24 frets? You know, I do. I prefer 24 frets. I love 24 fret guitars. But unfortunately, I don't own any 24 fret guitars right now. All my guitars, all three electrics I have right now, are all 22 frets. I don't know why that is. It's just kind of a circumstantial thing. But yeah, I've written a lot of music with 24 frets. So now that when I try to cover my own songs and like play them live, I can't go up to the 24th fret. And I'm like, damn it. I really screwed myself on that. But anyways. I wish that was played in elevators. That's funny, man. That'd be kind of cool. I would like that. Heck yeah. Hey, what's up, man? Good to see you, and I'm glad it sounded awesome. Thank you very much for that. Your Hamer has 27. Well, I'm jealous, man. That's a lot of extra notes that you get to play on, or octave range, that I don't get. I bet it sounds pretty cool. All right, let's get some more jamming going. Back to the bridge here. And let's do some more jammy jams. Which one? So many to do. So many I could possibly... Let's do some funky ones here.
Let it go.
Oh no, commercials for bad singing. I don't want to hear this. Why? Skip. Got a 7-string Jackson V for trade. Nice, man. Jacksons are pretty decent guitars, honestly. This one, I played this track before. It's always kind of awkward. Never, like, great at it. Sorry, just jamming out here doing a bunch of nonsense. Okay, where were we at here? Never seen a 7-string V. Yeah, that sounds pretty cool. Oh man. I don't know what any of that is, but it sounds cool. Just the names alone sound serious, man. These that I'm trying to obtain. Ooh. Should be pretty interesting. Yeah, haggling and working with people is always a pain in the butt when it comes to selling or buying gear, right? Yeah, sounds pretty cool. I've never messed with any of the models you guys just mentioned. I've never seen any of them or been around any of them, but they sound cool. I'll have to check them out later because I don't know any of those. I guess I'm I don't know, a blasphemous musician. I don't know any of the stuff is. But yeah, that was an interesting track. I tried incorporating that Tom Quayle style lick I was trying to tab out. My thumb's not as messed up this week, so I can actually do more playing than I was able to do last week. And it sounds a little better, so it's kind of cool. But yeah, I'm still screwing up this lick pattern. Something like that. I can't remember what it was really now. I always screw up my pinky coming back up. Oh well. Anyways, I was able to incorporate it earlier in that track, kind of, sort of. Let me see if I can play with that real quick. I play slow with that. Alright, they're gonna go a little quicker with that then. Sorry, I got carried away. But yeah, that little lick is hard to do, man. I always screw it up. Coming back part there. Let me see. Let me just isolate that. See, if I isolate it, it's not so bad. See, faster. Yeah, almost. It sounds kind of crappy, but oh well. Close, but no cigar. Isn't the Vanderbilt pretty rare? I'm not sure. It probably is. Like I said, I don't know much about any of these models. Jackson Nerd Boy. Oh my goodness. Ain't nothing wrong with that, man. Jacksons are cool guitars. I've never seen a Jackson I didn't like. I'll say that much. They're always pretty decent. Alright, let's do some more. What is this? I don't know what that is. Brought up a random backing track, but I don't think that's going to work. It says for saxophone. Be kind of interesting, I guess. I don't really know. Blues ballad, southern rock, thick, heavy rock backing track. Peaceful backing track? No, we don't want peaceful. We want not peaceful things, okay? Oh, you know, I just realized I forgot to advertise. I always forget to do this. My stream on Facebook. So let's go ahead and get my Facebook crowd involved here. Let's see. Some people don't see my notifications too on this, but let me look. Where am I? Live. Okay. Share to Facebook. Yes, I'm a grandpa. I use Facebook. I know. I know. You guys are like, Facebook? Who uses Facebook anymore? What the hell is Facebook? Okay, let's go ahead and make a post here. Come on. Okay, here we go. What's on my mind? Share link. Boom. Okay. Share. Share. Boom. Done. Okay. Facebook crowd should see that, hopefully, and then we got ourselves in business for some more folks. Where am I here? Sorry, I didn't mean to ignore you guys. You guys are talking about stuff I don't understand. Music stuff. What's your Facebook link? Tom F says. Let me see. That's a good question. I think it's this. Hold on. Let me make sure this is correct. If you guys want to add me on Facebook, you can. I post some stuff on there. Just depends. Not always, but usually. That doesn't make any sense. It's either one or the other, but... Okay, yeah, that's me there. So let me go ahead and share it in the group link here, or the group chat. For those of you that want to add me on Facebook, you can. I know it's such an old thing to do. Ridiculous. Okay, there you go. Let's see here. Found you. Oh, you already found me, so I just saw that now. I was a little too late to the party. You already found me. Let's see if it popped up. Okay, there you are. I just saw your message right there. Let's see here. Have you played... What is this? Splayed fret guitars. I'm not sure what that means, to be honest with you. I don't think I've ever played a splayed fret guitar. Sounds interesting, though. Alright, let's get some more jamming going while you guys are doing that. Let's see what other cool backing tracks I can get into here. Let's see. I like C minor a lot. I like the key of C minor. C sharp minor is pretty good too. I don't know. Let's see. Backing track. Do we have any metal? We could try some metal, I guess. Heavy metal and C minor. We did some funk. Now let's do some heavy metal, I guess. Why not?
My name's Morgan Guillory.
Commercials. Why? Skip. Okay, here we go. track kind of stays the same, which sounds cool. I just kind of play the same thing over and over. I don't know. Sorry, guys. I got sidetracked. Let me go back. Okay, where did I miss? Just kind of going back to the track here. Thanks, my buddy. Appreciate that, my dude. Heck yeah. Damn, Shred. Heck yeah, man. Gotta love some Shred. Facebook sucks. Sorry, just spitting facts. Yeah, Facebook kind of sucks. It hides a lot of posts with links for some reason. Which I get it. They don't want people clicking away from their site, but yeah, Facebook does suck in some ways. The good old double stops. Heck yeah, man. You know, I try to incorporate those when I can, but I always forget to. Those little. Or I could just do it over here, I guess, you know. Alright, it's a little better on a clean setting, sorry. I don't know what I was doing. I just got totally sidetracked what I was doing here. Can you play some Queensryche? Oh my goodness. As much as I would love to play some Queensryche, I don't want to get copyright striked or copyright claimed. But let's see here. What made you want to play guitar? Good question. I really loved the sound of rock music when I was younger. And when I first heard, when I first heard music, I always loved music, you know? And I wanted to try playing music. Even as a kid, I always loved music. But what made me want to play guitar specifically was Dimebag Darrell, originally. And then Ozzy, too, like Randy Rhoads, Dimebag Darrell, those two guitar players. When I heard them, I knew I wanted to play their solos. I wanted to play, like, that sound. I was like, I don't know what that is, but I like that sound. Especially with the harmonics and stuff, the steely, this kind of thing. That kind of thing. And then when they did like these shreds, I hear like Zakk Wylde or Dimebag do these. Or whatever it was. I don't remember. But I love Dimebag's playing, and then, you know, Randy Rhoads obviously too. Who doesn't love Randy Rhoads? But from there, then I got into stuff like Steve Vai and Vinnie Moore. I love Vinnie Moore. He was a big influence to me to get into like shred stuff, you know. Especially like the songs like. Alright. Oh. Crap, there goes now. Oh. I don't remember how that goes anymore. There's a Vinnie Moore solo I liked a lot. But anyways, the point was that I loved Vinnie Moore a lot. I loved a lot of these guitar players. And I wanted to play their riffs and licks, and it got me really into music. You know, I just really loved that rock and metal sound. And then later, of course, I got into more weird stuff like more fusion type stuff or jazzy stuff. Anyways, sorry, I got sidetracked. Where are we at? Lester, you're an amazing player. Relaxed and focused. Thanks, man. Appreciate that. Very much appreciate it, my friend. Give me double stops. What's up, my fellow shredder? Oh, yeah, thanks, man. Appreciate that. Hope everything's going well for you as well. Just kidding. Brown Eyed Girl action for you for the minute. I'll probably get copyright claim for just that. 2 seconds. He's a player for sure. That's funny. Yeah, I never, I don't know, man. I never was into, like, I never chased girls. Well, then, my upbringing. I had, like, a weird upbringing of being poor and then, like, being homeless off and on when I was younger. So I didn't have, like, a normal upbringing that a lot of people did when they were, like, 16, 17. But that didn't, like, put me in a good position to go, like, after, girls my age at the time. Having said that, I always had, like a crazy magnet, right? My wife's the only normal female I've ever met or been with my whole life. Like, I've always had, like, crazy girls come after me that were, I don't want to say unstable, but a little unstable. And, especially, when I was younger. So I didn't really go looking for girls or, picking up hobbies for girls. It was more like me trying to just avoid crazy girls because they were always coming after me weirdly. Not normal women, like I said, just women that are, like, kind of cuckoo. I had, like, stalkers multiple times. I've had this crazy shit. I don't know why. So yeah, that's never been a thought process for me. It's just kind of been music and hyper focused on that. CC DeVille, interesting. I don't think he's the greatest guitar player ever, but I think he's definitely one of the greatest guitar players ever. I think that list is going to be varied for everybody, though. Like, everybody's going to have a different opinion, right? Oh, Racer X? Heck yeah, dude. No. That's what I can't remember. I don't play that very well anymore. Used to. Anyways. Oh, cool, man. I'll have to check those out later for sure. Redhead. Not just redheads. I've seen crazy and all shapes and forms. Let's see. What was the first metal band you saw live? Good question. So, what does Eddie say? You love crazy women? I don't. Especially when they're stalking me. But let's see here. Yeah, first metal show. Okay, so yeah, this is a funny story for you guys. I'll tell you real quick. So, I got tickets a long time ago to go see Megadeth, A Job for a Cowboy, Children of Bodom, In Flames. Right, I won some free concert tickets. I took some buddies, and we all went up there. I was real young, right? This was like back in 2003 or something, or 4, when they had Gigantor, right? Anyways, I probably shared this before on the channel, so bear with me, guys. But yeah, so we went there. I didn't know what metal was. Like, I knew what like Megadeth, Metallica, Pantera. I knew that kind of stuff. I never knew, like, about death metal or black metal or melodic metal. I didn't know what any of that stuff was. So I never heard of Children of Bodom. I never heard of Job for a Cowboy. I was like 15 or something, or 14 at the time. Maybe 15, I think it was. And when I heard that, I was just like blown away, man. Like the whole, like when Job for a Cowboy opened up for everybody, I lost my crap, so to speak. I didn't know what was going on. I just knew there's like flashing lights everywhere. The drums were going blast beats and pig squealing in the background. I was like, holy crap, what is happening? I couldn't even concentrate or breathe, man. It's just like lights flashing and everything. I was freaking out. And then, like, in front of me, there's like these, like preppy kind of college girls and other people that look totally normal, like they wouldn't be there, just like watching, sipping drinks, like it was no big deal, flashing lights and screeching, full volume. And it was pretty crazy, but it was a cool show. It turned me on to Children of Bodom because I didn't know who they were. And then I got to buy one of the albums there afterwards, and that was pretty sweet. But Yeah, that was my first metal show, and it was something else, I tell you. You were joking about CC DeVille. That's silly. There's nothing wrong with CC DeVille, man. I mean, not my favorite, but nothing wrong with him. Yeah, you gotta love good old Poison for sure, Scott. Yeah, I think you're right. But yeah, so many good guitar players out there, man. Red Beach. George Lynch is great. I know Richard loves George Lynch. The Bald Shredder. You can hear Lynch in his playing quite a lot. His vibrato and his picking phrases are very Lynchy. Lynchy, is that a word? Can you say something's Lynchy? I don't know. Behemoth is fun to watch. People react to. Yeah, I bet. I couldn't picture that. I had a hell of a time reacting just to Job for a Cowboy and stuff. So, yeah, that was my first exposure to crazy metal stuff. Let's see. How is the LA scene now? Yeah, good question. I don't know how the LA scene is. I've never been to LA, believe it or not. LA's like 6-hour drive for me, or 7 hours if on bad days, but about 6 hours, I believe. I've been to like Anaheim, that area. Never been to LA though. Did you go to Guitar Center back in the day? Yeah. I remember going to Guitar Center a long time ago. When I was younger, just jamming out on stuff. Where did you get your first guitar? My first guitar I played on was, I lived. Okay, I gotta give you the backstory here. So I lived in this like crummy trailer park, and we lived very poor. That was just normal, and we didn't really have anything. We didn't have food or cable or anything. My mom had this old beat up acoustic that was, she was left-handed, and she never really played it. It was just kind of sitting there. So I had to learn on that. I just wanted to twinkle around on it. Because what do you do all day? There's nothing to do. I listen to the radio or play that. I mean, other than you just sit around and do nothing. There's nothing to do. But yeah, so I learned to play on that guitar. It was like a left-handed acoustic. I played it right-handed, upside down, and I just twinkle some of the strings. I don't know what the hell was going on. A short-term stepfather I had wasn't around very long because my mom was nuts and scared the shit out of him. But he tried showing me how to play Paradise City, and I didn't know how to play that. He's like, "Oh, dude, it's easy, And he was left-handed, so he just played it the right way, this way. And he's doing his little picking pattern. And I looked at him like, I'm never gonna be able to do that. Like, there's no way I could ever play that. But obviously I can do that now. But at the time, being a kid, I was like, I don't know. I don't think I'll be able to pull that off. But yeah, that was my first ever guitar technically that I played on. After that, I think it was like a First Act or a Johnson. So, good old Johnson guitars. Who doesn't miss those, right? Or First Act. I don't remember which one it was back then. It was one of those. Yeah, and then, I eventually had a Dean. It was, what do they call it? The V-shaped one? The XL or something with the horn. And that was my guitar I had when I was homeless. But I couldn't plug in because I was homeless, right? But I had that guitar, and I'd walk around with it on my shoulder. And it would look so funny because you see, like, the big spikes coming out when I walk. And people would recognize me in town still. Hey, aren't you that guy that used to walk around when you were homeless and you had that crazy ass like demon looking guitar? I'm like, yeah, that was me. That was me like 15 years ago. Yeah, that was me. Kind of funny. Sears guitar. Hey, nothing wrong with that, man. I think those are kind of similar, right? First Act, Sears guitars, Walmart guitars, all that stuff. Not really. One of my stepfathers, like I said, tried teaching me. He taught me how to read tab. He taught me how to play like some of the strings, but he wasn't like a great player. I thought he was great back then, but I didn't know any better. But he taught me how to read tab and how to pick between strings and stuff. But I didn't know any like scales. I didn't know any chords. I didn't have a teacher for the first 2 years of my life playing, or maybe 3 years even. I think it was actually 3 years. So I would just play by ear. And I would try to figure out the tabs, but we didn't really have like internet access, so the dial-up was so slow you couldn't really load anything. It'd take all day to load one page. Crazy how times are different, but yeah, I'd sit around like all day waiting for a tab to load. Sometimes it wouldn't load, and you have to refresh it, and it was like, why? But yeah, so I learned that way, and then I played a bunch of sounds that sounded good. Like I would know, like, okay, this is a pattern to me, I think. And I knew like the sound sounded right. I didn't know it was a scale. I didn't know what a scale was at the time. I didn't know what theory was. I just knew that it sounded right to my ear. I'd find the note of the song. Okay, it's in this pitch, right? I know it's like it sounds right. Then I play my notes in there and try to figure out what's going on. So I trained my ear that way when I was younger, and I think that helped me quite a bit. But I wish I had a teacher sooner because I learned a lot of bad habits I had to correct later. So yeah, it's a downside to these things. Oh my goodness. Quart. Hey, you know, quarts aren't too bad, man. We used to sell quarts at the shop I used to work at, and they were pretty decent guitars. I was surprised. Like, they weren't the junkiest compared to, like, you know, a Huntington or something, or a Glen Burton or some shit. Yeah, fun. I've seen all kinds of weird off-brand, like, stuff, man. When I used to work at that music store, I saw brands I don't even knew existed that were just like random Chinese bottom of the barrel guitars. I mean, like, it's not stuff that you guys have ever heard of, I guarantee. Like the Chief. I don't think you guys even know what the Chief is, right? Like the Chief. People would come in the store, I remember, like, back then. What the hell is the Chief? It's the Chief. Where is it built? Guangdong district. Guangdong district. Where is that? China. Where in China? I don't know. Wherever Guangdong district is, okay? I've never been to China. I haven't had the luxury, okay, man? Yeah, I've seen some really wacky stuff. Wacky names that I didn't even know would exist. And I'm just like, that can't be a real thing. There's no way that's a real name. But it was. It's a real thing. Yeah, you see some crazy stuff, man. I've seen some interesting things in my 9 years of working in a music store in the past. Move that out of the way. Stupid pop-ups. But yeah, just for you guys that didn't catch me earlier, brand new video up tomorrow, hopefully, if I get it done tonight. It's going to be a video game cover. Well, one song cover, not like a whole video game. Just one video game song that was requested in one of my streams. It was F-Zero. I'm not going to tell you which F-Zero tune it is, but it's a popular one. And it's going to be my first cover of a video game song here on the channel, technically. I mean, I may have messed around with it like 10 years ago when I wasn't doing it seriously, but it's going to be my first ever real cover. So, should be interesting. I got a few other requests for Castlevania, Tekken, and a few other video games, and I'll get to those as soon as possible. So, yeah, that'll be fun for you guys. It's a short video. It's only like a minute or so long. Just quick in, quick out kind of a thing. But only because the song repeats after, and I don't really know what to add after. I was like, just keep it simple. Play the track and be done with it. So, yeah, should be fun for you guys. Yeah, I'm not even kidding. It really was something like that. It was like, I think, Guangdong with like a G. Guangdong district. Kind of silly to think. My first real guitar was an Ibanez Roadstar 2-Strat copy. Oh my goodness. I don't know what any of that means. I just know the word Ibanez, but it sounds cool if it's an Ibanez. I mean, Ibanez are good guitars, man. I've never seen a bad Ibanez. But then again, I haven't seen like all the Ibanez guitars. Maybe there's a bad one out there. I don't know. I haven't seen one personally. But yeah, Ibanez are cool. I had a Geo once. Ibanez Geo that was gifted to me a long time ago, and that was pretty neat. That was pretty fun. Okay. Let's see what we can do here. Do some more random noodling. Let's see. Your first real guitar was a 90 Hamer. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I heard Hamers are good guitars, man. I never heard anything bad about a Hamer. At least not yet. I haven't heard anything bad. It was like popular in the 80s, right? Doing a lot of Hamer stuff. Trying to do a one-handed thing, but it didn't really work. All right, let's see. Picking attack. Random noodling, sorry. Okay, guys, got to go. Love coming here and hanging out with you guys. Great playing last year. Thanks, dude. Appreciate you for stopping by. Hope you have a good rest of your week and weekend, my friend. Let's see here. Zub-Zero says, do you know what effects are good to use for EDM dance music? Oh, my goodness. I'm not 100% sure, to be honest with you. I don't know. That's a good question, man. I guess maybe ditch the guitar and get a keyboard at that point. Yeah, if you get like a keyboard or a MIDI keyboard, you can get like a software called Surge XT. It's free, and it has like hundreds of different settings. I used to use it for like synthwave stuff I'd write, but that might be more useful than a guitar for EDM stuff. One-handed water drinking, classic. Drum machine good for dance. Yeah, that's true too. A good old drum machine. You can't go wrong with that. Yeah, drummers, man, they know how to keep a good beat, hopefully, or to get replaced with a drum machine nowadays, right? So it's a lot of pressure. I guess same thing for guitar players, right? If you're not good at guitar live, they might just replace you with like a backtrack or something. You like guitar EDM? Oh, okay. Do you mean like what's guitar EDM? Is that like Polyphia style music? Because I mean they kind of sound trap. I don't know, whatever you call it. Like it's I don't know, whatever you call it. Polyphia sounding, I guess. Of an 80s metal riff. Okay. I'll do my best impression of an 80s metal riff. So, I don't know what kind of metal you mean. Like hair metal? So, if this hair metal, let's see. Okay. Or if it's more upbeat, kind of like a thrashy kind of riff. Let's see. I don't know. And then if you want like an 80s like rock riff. Something like that. I don't know. Like a Dawkins flavor, I guess. AI can do it all these days. Yeah, everybody's replaceable now, right? Electric dance music. I never listened to a lot of electronics dance music, to be honest with you, so my frame of reference is pretty low. Are there any bands that incorporate a lot of that? Like I said, my brain is like uncultured. Yeah, I've had that problem before. So the I used to have a drummer I played with a long time ago when I played with these older guys that did like bar gigs and stuff. And he was a good pocket drummer, but he had a drinking problem. And the more he'd drink, the more he'd like slow down or speed up. It was never the same tempo. So we were playing, I forget what song it was, but it was like this is what happened. It was like a riff, right? We're playing this song. I can't play the exact song, I don't want to get copyright, but it was like I start slowing down. We look at him weird. I start speeding up. It's like, whoa, wait a minute, what happened? But he do that a lot, and so it's very it's a little confusing. He's a good guy though, but yeah, I'll never forget that. It was always super like unpredictable what was gonna happen at gigs. It's like we're gonna speed up, we're gonna slow down. Thanks, man. I'm glad it sounded all right. Yeah, 80s stuff always has like that certain sound to it, or like. Alright, hold on. Something like that, I don't know. 80s, man, the 80s. You've been there, oh no. That sucks. Yeah, the drunk drummer. 85 to 120 BPM. Yeah, you just never know what's going to happen. That happened a lot during the Police song, Message in a Bottle. We played that song, and it always sped up, I swear to God. I was like, what's happening right now? Why am I like, this is getting kind of fast. And then it's always slow down after that one part, the Message in a Bottle part. Message in a bottle. And I was like, why is it going so slow? It's starting to drag. But you couldn't tell him anything about his timing. He'd flip out. And, I remember one time the singer told him, man, we're kind of dragging here. Like, what's going on? And the drummer threw his sticks, like, you play the drums then, a-hole. He's like, I'm going to go get another beer. You guys can figure it out yourselves. And we're like, what just happened? What? He's going? That's silly. An 80s love ballad solo lick? Okay, like a Michael Bolton type thing. Okay. 80s love ballad solo lick. So first we gotta make a frame of reference because I won't know what to solo over. So let's say let's say the track's like, we gotta think about ballad. Okay, here we go. Let me put it on a different setting here. Oh, something like that. Is that kind of ballady? I got a keyboard. I could whip out some piano if you want to get old school with it. Oh, Mo, that's funny, man. Yeah. Oh, man. Definitely. Poison's some good stuff, man. I love Poison. Sounded like 38 Special Second Chance. Thanks, man. I'm glad it sounded alright. Yeah, I love that kind of music, man. I'm not like, I'm great at playing it, but I like playing that kind of sound. Slow, kind of driving melodic lines. Easy to pull off, but it just sounds like it fits somewhere. But yeah, ballads are pretty fun, man. They're pretty cool. Unless you want like a minor ballad, then that's something different, right? Like. We got like an ending or something, right? I don't know. Anyways. Oh my goodness. Yeah, Whitesnake's awesome, man. And this love style, please. Oh man, I don't know if I could pull that off though. Those guys are amazing players, man. I'm not Whitesnake, that's for sure. But I got an idea. Let's pull up some backing tracks that fit that 80s sound since we're all talking about 80s ballads. Let's look up an 80s ballad and see what I could come up with here. 80s ballad. Backing track. Let's see what we can do. We're just going to do some winging it, guys. Power ballad in G. What does that mean? What is a power ballad?
They like to go get it.
Okay, let's see. We're going to see what kind of ballad we got here, guys.
Thankfully, with auto ship.
And there you go. That's how you pull off like an 80s style shreddy thing. I don't know. Heck yeah, get the lighters out, right? Oh my goodness. But yeah, so 80s style, you just gotta focus in on like what you like a lot with the 80s and then just try to mimic it or copy it. I'm pretty sure I ripped off like 80 different solos from the 80s and just combined them together, right? I just took like a little bit of this, a little bit of that, and just blended it all together. Think of yourself. What would Journey do? What would Toto do? What would Def Leppard do? You know, what would White Snake do or somebody? You know, and then just go with that. that's that's what I think in my head. Yeah, it helps having a good backing track. This is a cool backing track. It's called 80s Power Ballad in G. So if you guys want to find that one, looks like this. You guys could jam out with that one. That's pretty fun. Not too bad. Let's see. We'll do one more, and we'll see. 80s ballad backing track in E minor. So that's going to be a minor ballad. Okay, let's do a minor ballad real quick. Kind of interesting backing track that one is. It just sounds kind of like I don't know. I think it's like there's no dynamic in the track. I thought there'd be more like a hit, but it didn't really go anywhere. I don't know what happened. One of the most underrated guitarists on YouTube. Jeez, man, I appreciate that. It's very kind of you to say. Crying, it's just the rain. That's funny, man. Oh my goodness. I put that there for a sec. Alright, now, I'm going to keep jamming with you guys, but I got to whiz. I drank too much water. So, I will be back in just a second. In the meantime... Oops, turn the wrong thing down. There we go. In the meantime, just hang out and chit-chat, and I'll be right back. I'm going to leave you guys with a video. You can watch my Bob Ross video, which is a meme. Yeah, like I said, I'll be right back. So here we go. This is my Bob Ross skit from like 3 years ago, where Bob Ross is like an assassin. He's like an assassin ninja that gave up painting to play guitar and teach guitar. But instead, he gets terrorized and he has to go fight people and do ninja moves. I don't know what the hell I was thinking. But yeah, I made this stupid video like 3 years ago. So have fun watching it. I'll be back in just a minute and join in with you guys. I was going to use the restroom. But yeah, here it is. Hello there, I'm Bob Ross, and I'd like to welcome you to our first ever Joy of Guitar series. Now, I know a lot of you didn't know I played guitar, so I'd like to personally thank you for coming by and giving me a listen. Now, before we get into the fun, I'd like to go ahead and check our guitar tuning. We're going to go ahead and start with our first string, which is on the bottom, because the guitar's upside down, and our first string is tuned to E. Now, for our second string, it's going to be B. Now, for our third string, that's G. For our fourth string, we're going to play D. For our fifth string, it's going to be A. And for our top string, our sixth string, it's going to be E again, but a lower octave. Alright, so I'd like to go ahead and start us off with a minor pentatonic scale. This one's in the key of B minor. And we're just going to run through the notes real quick so you have them there. Okay. Now instead of playing the whole shape, I want us just to go ahead and focus on the two strings. We're going to focus on our fourth string, which is our D string, and our third string, which is our G string, for those of you out there that are still brand new. Now sometimes I just like to let the notes ring out a bit. I feel like it creates space within the music, it lets the music breathe, and it also kind of tells a story. Now that one's not part of the scale, and, well, that's okay. The accidents are sometimes just what you need. That is another tip for you. When you're picking your guitar strings, make sure you're playing in tiny circles. Tiny circles like this. Now, when I was a young boy, I used to head on down by the lake, and we used to catch frogs. Sometimes you could hear them in the night, just hopping around on the wet grass. You can hear the feet just hopping around a bit. I'm back. Uh-oh. Bob Ross is getting a phone call, guys. Slapback. Uh-oh. You getting an echo? Sorry about that, everybody. So, as I was saying, hold on a sec. Even if that fixed it. Take this.
Hello, Mr. Ross. Put the guitar down.
Who is this?
I said, put the guitar down.
I'm sorry, what?
Put the guitar down. You really want to do what I say, Mr. Ross.
Ridiculous. I'm sorry about that, y'all. It must have been some kind of scammer.
You hang up again, I will kill your family. Put the guitar down.
I don't know what I was doing back then. I think I was like, I took too much CBD that day or something. I had this crazy idea. I honestly don't know what I was thinking.
Open the bag under your chair.
You're busting up. That's hilarious. I'm glad you guys are getting a good laugh. Just tell me what the hell you want.
Paint, and then we will release your family.
Ah, yes, the awkward silence and weird sirens in the background. Gotta love it. Is that what you want?
You really are a rebel, Mr. Ross. Why couldn't
Wait
you
for
just
this
do
next
what
part.
we asked?
I'll be seeing you soon. Pizza delivery. The audio's delayed on my end. I don't know if it's delayed for you guys. So dumb. Bob Ross is going to show the Joker what's up, man. Oh my goodness. Why? Anyways, yeah, that was an old Bob Ross skit I did, like, I don't know, like, what was that? 4 years ago, 3 years ago, something? I used to do a lot of skits on the channel, but I kind of stopped doing them because they didn't get a lot of views in the algorithm. Like, I think that video got like 100 or 200 views at the time, like in a few months, so I just kind of gave up on memes. But I do love making skits and stupid humor. Like that's kind of a fun thing for me. I like doing retarded stuff. But I've always been that kind of guy. I always like dumb stuff, man. Headbutt. Yeah, headbutt. Awesome. Thanks, my buddy. Yeah, I don't know why the algorithm sucks sometimes, man. Dude, the sunglasses. Yeah. Did you guys see the Steven Seagal one I did? I could show you that one too if you want. That's a really stupid one too. You guys might like the Steven Seagal skit I did. Or you might hate it. I don't know. It just depends. I can show you real quick. I have a lot of dumb skits on my channel I've made over the years. Like I said, I don't know what I was thinking, but yeah. Hold on a sec. Let me just find the file real quick. Present. Yes, this one's a Steven Seagal one I'm going to show you guys. And basically, Steven Seagal is like an expert Marine commando blues guitar aficionado. And he has to, like, I don't know, go up against his evil twin brother or something. I can't remember the whole plot, but it'll make sense, I think. I don't know. Okay, here we go. Steven Seagal skit.
Steven, how'd you learn to play guitar like that? You could say I know a guy who knows a guy, and he's a hell of a lot wiser than me. Hey, did you hear that? Look, man, I don't want any trouble. Oh! So what, are you lost? Or you just too dumb to find your way home?
Oh, shut your mouth, man. Talking like that's gonna get you cut like your friend here.
Alright. How about this? I flip a coin. If it's heads, you get to watch me rip this nasty Chicago guitar solo. And if it's tails, your ass gets to be my new guitar stand.
Well, shut your mouth, mate.
Steven Seagal is back in a way you've never seen before.
Cool, Shido.
A
Exactly.
retired Marine Commando, FBI mercenary, Sergeant General Master Chief. Now, a nasty blues guitar player from Chicago in humble Tibet monk. But where peace grows, war follows. So they took away what he loves most. Alright, so which one of you scumbags blew up my restaurant? I got all day, guys.
Should be thanking us. Place was a dump.
Is that how you greet your brother? I thought we were family.
Hold on a sec. My pause. It's like lagging on me here. Hold on a minute. Let me go back just like a millisecond. My screen kind of glitched out. What is happening? Okay, here we go. Let's try that again without the glitching.
Your brother. I thought we were family.
You know, there's a million Tibetans out there. I'm sure nobody's gonna care if I break one of them.
Ha 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 ha. Come on, really? Don't you recognize me? It's Steven, with a PH. Your twin brother.
Alright, try this on for size.
Ha ha ha. You think you're the only one that can lay down the funky music? Come on, Steven. We're twin brothers. Dirty Chicago blues is in my blood.
Dirty Chicago blues. It's so stupid. Yeah, there's a lot of latency in that. Like, I don't know if you guys saw the latency, but like for some reason when I tried loading that one, it got like a lot of like the words weren't matching the mouth. I don't know what happened. But if you guys go look for the video on YouTube, you'll see it without all the lagging, and the sound effects will be in the right place with the right words and everything. I'm not sure why that glitched out so much. I think it's just my computer sucks and it's old. So it's not good at like doing two things at once. Anyways, that was a really stupid skit too. Yeah, I've done a lot of them skits, guys. Awesome graphics. Thanks, man. Gotta love my green screen. Heck yeah. Oh, on RG, right? Epic. You're my new guitar stand. Oh man, yeah. So many dumb skits. I like to start making more skits again. It's just it takes time to do them, and then I don't know if people like them, but I think I have like 10 or 11 skits. So if you guys like the humor and you like my stupid stuff, I'll keep making more of that. But you can go find a playlist on my channel. It has all my dumb skits in there. I have like Guitar Center skits. I have more random skits. Like I've made like Bradley Hall skits. He actually didn't mind those skits. I asked him permission first when I made those, and he was cool with it. He has a good sense of humor, that guy. But yeah, and Richard's joined me in a few skits actually. Richard played what was it, Davey 504 in one of my skits. That was kind of silly. But yeah, entertaining stuff, man. I always have a soft spot for skits and humor. I don't know. Laughing is good medicine, right? It's always good to have a good laugh. It's cool to shred and play awesome solos, but sometimes it's nice just to unwind and laugh at some stupid crap. I mean, I don't know. I always like dumb humor, you know. Like I love Step Brothers. I love Dumb and Dumber, the original, right? That was so stupid but funny. Anything with dumb humor just it kills me, man. My wife, she likes dumb humor too to a certain point, but she likes Step Brothers. She doesn't like Dumb and Dumber, which I don't blame her. It's a little dumb, no pun intended. But yeah, funny stuff, man. I had a few other skit ideas I was gonna do, and they didn't really get done yet. Like I had some more Johnny Blaze ideas, and then I had another one about like Van Damme. I was gonna make a funny Van Damme skit, like about music, and then what was another one? I think I did like a Richard Simmons one before, which was really stupid. You just read my mind, man. Yeah, a blood sport or kickboxer one. That was kind of what I had in mind. Like I had this like stupid skit idea, and I had a few people that were supposed to join in with me. It was like Van Damme supposed to be like taking guitar to battle somebody because he has to do like a guitar showdown with somebody, but he does like weird regimens and weird training rituals, and it's like a total ripoff of like Kickboxer or Bloodsport, one of those movies. But it's supposed to be like totally over the top dumb, and then Steven Seagal's supposed to be in it also because Steven Seagal is supposed to be his teacher. So Steven Seagal's training Van Damme how to play guitar, and Van Damme has to go to like Japan to find Steven Seagal and train with him in this epic blues style of guitar that only he knows. It was like a whole stupid thing I had, but I just ended up not doing it. But I might. We'll see. It'd be kind of funny. It's very much for the fun steams to relax, get away from everything else. I'm happy to relieve the stress, man. That's why we're all here, right? I'll have a good time. Yeah, the band audition is the Kumite. Kumite. I get copyright strike for that. But yeah, I just need to get a little bit more in shape, and then then I could do the Van Damme skit. That'd be kind of funny. I'll get like one of those wife beater shirts, like the really tight ones, where my nipples are hanging out. Wax my chest really thoroughly first, oil it up for the scene, and then got to work on my accent for my Van Damme. Say, Steven, you're supposed to train me. I have to learn guitar from you. You're the best. Everyone knows you're so good. You learned in Japan. Haha. All right, something like that. I don't know. Some silly thing. We'll see. Do it. All right. I will do it. I got more skits to do now. You guys give me motivation to do more skits. I'm glad you guys find them entertaining. I will definitely keep them going. Round is definitely a shape. I agree with that sentiment. I definitely agree with you on that one. Let's see, what time is it? 7:20. I'll be here another 40 minutes, guys. Another 30 to 40 minutes. I got a lesson at 8 o'clock my time. It's 7:19 right now, so I got like another 30, 40 minutes to kill. But yeah, anyways. Yeah, so I'll do more skits. I'll definitely keep that in mind. You guys have spoken, so definitely keep that going. So yeah, skits, and then more like jams and covers and reviews and stuff. I don't do a lot of reviews, but I have a few things I got to review. Got like a whole bunch of pedals up here I haven't even had the time to mess with. And it's not that I don't have time, it's just time management, if that makes sense. Time management kind of gets the best of me. And yeah, so here we are. But it is what it is. 1020 here. Okay, so you're in the East Coast, I believe then, yeah. That makes sense. Yeah, it's always hard to find a good time to stream, but I think I'm going to stay with the 4 o'clock, 4:30-ish range now for Fridays, because I know a lot of you guys are in the East Coast, so I had to put that into consideration, because like 6 o'clock my time is late for you guys. That's like 9, right? So, yeah. Okay, 9:20 over there where you're at. That's interesting. Oh, okay, you're in Florida. That makes sense. Let's see here. What do we have? Do I have any more silly things I can show you guys? I don't know if it'll glitch out on me. What other stupid stuff do I have I can show you? Where is it? I have a lot of different random stuff in here. What is this? Okay. Yeah, you guys are from all around, man. You guys are all over the place. Yeah, it's pretty interesting to see. Like I said, it's one of the things I didn't really think about when I did YouTube originally. Like, I didn't think about, like, all the different people in the world, you know? Like, it's just weird to think that we're all people. We're all hanging out together and enjoy similar things. And we're all connecting with each other, and we're all in different places on the planet. And that just trips me out. Like, you know, Russians, Koreans, some Japanese people I've come across. I mean, it's just interesting to see. It's like, yeah, I never would have guessed, you know. It's definitely opened up my horizons a bit for community, you know, and just this whole thing in general. It's really fascinating. I've never been outside the United States, you know, or even in a different state for that matter. I've been in California my whole life, so I don't know, like, what any other states like, or what, you know, much about any other country, really. It's pretty entertaining. But I would like to, you know, see other cultures a bit more, and, you know, keep an open mind to other countries, and maybe, you know, travel one day in the future. That'd be kind of cool. Particularly like in the Asian areas, you know, I would like to see Korea, South Korea, not North. I'd like to see that. I wouldn't mind seeing Japan either. That'd be kind of fun. You know, Japan has a lot of crazy tourism stuff. But, you know, I bet it's pretty busy in Japan. I mean, I'm sure it's busy in Korea too, but Japan's got like a lot of stuff going on from what I hear. Wouldn't mind seeing like the UK, you know, being around some of those places, but yeah, it's interesting, man. As far as states go, I wouldn't mind just kind of seeing some states too, maybe like Seattle or something. Just because I like rain and I like, you know, wet weather. I'm that kind of guy, you know, more rain the better for me. Heck yeah, good old South Carolina, man. Heck yeah. Yeah, I don't know, man. It's just a trip. It's a trip. It's just, it's very interesting how we could all come together and discuss things and share information. And, you know, I never thought that'd be a thing that I could interact with, you know what I mean, or to experience in my lifetime. So it's very interesting. Definitely grateful for that, you know, but definitely interesting. Kind of goes over my head sometimes because I forget. Like, oh yeah, there's a lot of people out there in the world, man. You know, I don't think much outside of my own town and my own day-to-day life, you know. But anyways, what is this here? Did you see the pit dipper? Okay, there. I did not. I did not. That's interesting, though, man. I'll have to check that out. It sounds quite strange and fascinating. I'll say it the least. All right, let me see here. Why is this going weird? Okay, sorry, my thing froze up. I had to click off something. My computer's so weird, man. It just glitches out for no reason sometimes. I'm like, what are you doing? All right. Let's see here. Any more GMs left in me? All right, let's see here. It's from Liquid Death. Well, that sounds pretty crazy, man. I don't know anything about Liquid Death, but it sounds cool. Let's see here. If you watch some are covering a song, would you still get copyright claimed for it? Covered a song that has the original music playing in the background, but wanted to get advice, opinion. Interesting. Yeah, I'm not sure. It depends, man. Like, I know video game music doesn't get you as much backlash. Like, that's why I started thinking about doing video game tunes to cover because of that reason. But like, as far as actual songs go, I'm not really sure what you can get away with. But it might be worth looking into, like I said, doing like you know, just video game type S covers or soundtrack covers. See, do you give lessons on Skype? Yeah, I sure do. I do lessons on Skype, Venmo, Zelle, Google Meet, like any of these types of platforms. Whatever's convenient. But yeah, I do lessons on Skype too. Google Meet works a little bit smoother than Skype, but they all work fine, I mean, for what they are. Let's see. Let's see here. Yeah, you would think so. But usually, like, you can put in like a description, like, like these, like, I don't own the rights to this, or this song belongs to this person, or, you know, whatever. But they still get you for it. Like, if you're doing, like, I had a song I did from, I forget what it was, Guthrie Govan, or one of those guys, like Steve Vai, I think it was too. And depending on the person's record label they're with, they'll totally strike you or copyright claim you, or they'll block you entirely from like the content. I've had a few solos that I covered that had to get deleted permanently off YouTube, and I couldn't re-upload them, and they just get deleted again, which really sucks. But yeah, if you do video game music, it seems to be less likely to offend. I'm not like 100% sure yet. I haven't done it yet. myself. I know a guy that does it. But tomorrow I'm going to upload my first video game cover, so we'll see if I get slapped or not. You don't know until you try, I guess. But yeah, YouTube algorithm's so weird. Sometimes they won't get you right away, but they'll get you like a year or two later. I've had that. I got like an email the other day. Well, actually, it was like a month ago, but I got an email a month ago for a song that I covered like a year or two ago, and I said that I had a copyright claim. I was like a year or two later? I'm like, seriously? It's kind of messed up. I don't know why they do that. How can you contact me on Skype? You can get a hold of me through email. My email is lestermitchellguitarist@gmail.com, and that should be on there. But if not, you're welcome just to get a hold of me through there anyway. It's a little easier to reach me. But yeah, let me just put that in there real quick. Lester Mitchell Guitarist @gmail.com. Let me just put that there. Okay, so hopefully you can see that okay. I think I put it correctly. But yeah, anyways. That's nuts. Yeah, it's pretty crazy, man. The stuff that they do nowadays, like, they should just let you do what you want for music and, you know, copyright or whatever, copyright not. Just, it's such a stupid thing, honestly. I don't know. It irritates me that it shouldn't be such a big deal just to play music or cover a song. Like, you wouldn't think it'd be such a big deal, but it is apparently for some reason. You can't win sometimes, man. You just can't win. What is this saying to me? Low battery or no? Looks like it's okay. So to contact me, I want to take a few lessons. Yeah, for sure, man. You're welcome to hit me up anytime you want. I should see your email, and then we can go from there. It's a little easier to use Google Meet, like I said, but we can use Skype too if that's more convenient for you. But yeah, feel free to contact me anytime, and we can, you know, chit chat about when you're available or when you're free, and then we can figure out a day and time that works best for you. I'm not sure when is a good time you're normally available, but you're welcome to send me an email with your preferred time slots. Why is this thing stuck? Sorry, guys. I'm trying to like... Okay, there we go. My thing's been kind of glitching off and on. I think it's just because my computer's old. So sometimes my like messages get stuck or my mouse doesn't move the way it's supposed to move. If you see what I'm doing, I'm looking weird over here because I can't see what the heck I'm doing. But anyways, other than that, hopefully you've been having a good week out there and a good day out there so far. Let me know how it's been for you guys. I'm here for another 30 minutes or so. My merch came out pretty decent. I'm surprised. I was expecting it to come out kind of like iffy. I was a little scared spending the money because, you know, I wasn't sure how good the company was, but I didn't want to advertise anything to you guys without, you know, buying it myself to see, you know, how it actually is in person. So I bought 3 different sizes, and it said it was supposed to be bigger than what was listed or smaller, depending. So to buy a size up, it's kind of weird. But I didn't need to buy a size up, but I bought 3 anyway, just to be safe. I bought a large, an extra large, and an extra, extra large. This is the extra, extra large I'm wearing, which is really too big for me. My wife has the large hanging up. It's hers. She kind of claimed it, but it fits me better than the other one. I need to buy another large so we can, instead of just sharing one, we have our own large shirt. But yeah, the material's pretty decent. I like the feel. It feels like a good Hot Topic type shirt. Yeah, it's pretty decent stuff. I like it. I was surprised because I was expecting it to be a little more iffy. Let's see here. Not to sound personal here, but what methods of payment do you accept? Yeah, so I do a whole variety, like PayPal, Venmo. I do Zelle too, but I'm not like a big fan of Zelle. It can be kind of awkward. But yes, PayPal and Venmo are the best. PayPal is a little safer, I think, for third-party use. I mean, at least I've heard it's better than Venmo. I can't talk right. But you're welcome to use Venmo if you prefer. Thanks for the stream, Lester. Hey, no problem, man. Thanks for coming. Appreciate you. I hope you have a good rest of your weekend. And yeah, man, we'll see you next time, if not sooner. I'll be here every Friday, and I'll have some new content for you guys coming shortly. Hopefully. I just need to get off my butt and do it and make the videos. It's not like a hard thing. It's just a little bit time consuming because you got to set up stuff and your stands and first world problems. Really, it's not that big of an issue. But yeah, the F-Zero song you guys are gonna hear tomorrow that I covered is pretty sweet. I upped the tempo just slightly, and I used all my effects like reverb, delay, even some phaser. So it sounds pretty cool. I think you guys will like the finished product. Yeah. And then after that, I think up next is Castlevania, because somebody requested Castlevania here, so we'll do some Castlevania stuff in the future. They had 2 different ones they wanted me to do. They had the Marble Castle or something like that, and there's I can't remember the other one, like Dance or something, Dance of Gold. One of those ones. Let's see here. Some jamming in the meantime. Oh, wait. Look how that goes. I forgot how that goes anymore. Yeah, it sounds okay, I guess. Let's see if I just do a little I don't even know what I'm doing at this point. I'm just screwing around making a bunch of noise. Sounds decent enough. Random notes, man. Why not? I don't even know what I'm doing at this point. Just playing nonsense and random notes that don't even fit together. Sometimes my hands just stop working, my brain stops working, and I'm like, what do you even play anymore at this point? I've been playing for 3 hours, so I'm like, I don't even know what sounds good anymore or what I'm supposed to do. Like, my hands are not functioning. The notes just sound kind of choppy, so yeah. At that point, I think I'll just stop playing and just kind of chit-chat with you guys till I'm done here. So I'm going to flop that back down since nothing good's coming out for right now. I've already done my good licks for the day, I suppose. But yeah, man, this has been exciting for me, and you guys are rocking and rolling. It sounds pretty decent so far. And yeah, I'm not missing anything right now, it looks like, so that's good. But yeah, guys, I'm probably going to head out here another 15 minutes or so. Yeah, I really appreciate you guys coming by and hanging out with me and just BSing with me and, you know, all that other good stuff. Always appreciate it. Always appreciate hanging out with you guys. It's always a lot of fun. But yeah, let me know what you guys got going on. I'll try to get to you guys as soon as possible tomorrow so we can get, you know, jamming and everything. But what is this here? Tom says, tell me what you think. Well, it's a good question, Tom. What do you think? That is the most important thing to ask. Let's see, move that for there. But yeah, awesome. Appreciate you guys coming and hanging out with me. Means a lot to me. Thanks so much. Definitely, you know, be sure to catch me next time, I'll be here every Friday, obviously. But next time here, make sure to catch me and BS with me and tell me what's going on. I'll be around for you guys. Oh, yeah, Beer Fest. I'll make sure to catch that. Don't let me forget that one because I'll totally forget. Oh, yeah. The pics you sent me. I remember I got to pick those up here. So once we're done here in a little bit, I'll go ahead and pull those open and see what's going on there. But yeah, awesome, man. Probably going to head out of here and just get it going here. But yeah, thank you guys so much for hanging out, for joining me. Stay tuned for tomorrow. I have a brand new cover song coming out. And then this week coming up, I have a brand new guitar review that should be pretty interesting. So definitely stick around for that. But yeah, I will see you guys next week, if not sooner than that. I'm sure you'll see me before next week, but you'll see me in the live stream next week. Thanks so much for joining, guys. Thanks for hanging out. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your week, and I hope you have a great rest of your weekend. Definitely stay safe, stay healthy. You know, have a good time, whether you're, you know, staying home from work or going to work, whatever it is you guys are doing. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your week and you stay healthy, like I said. Yeah, awesome. Thank you guys so much for joining. I will catch you guys in the next stream, or like I said before then in my videos. Yeah, have a good rest of your night, guys. I'll see you next time. And adios, my friends.